Welcome to Vayfall, an island on the material plane of Solmira. The year is 12038 NC, and Vayfall is divided in 4 ways. The north is ruled over by 2 countries, the idyllic or roaring kingdom, and the ever-hostile Invictus Concordia. After some recent political revelations, the 2 kingdoms are now at war. The central range is a no man's land known as the Fringe. Here, you'll find a deadly wildland, a sanctuary of amusement known as Soto, and the dangerous, ever-growing Blighted Lands. However, our story begins in the southern lands of Felsenhort, a warm Mediterranean republic ruled over by a council of elected officials known as the Assembly. It is the Assembly who spur our tale to life by posting a seemingly simple quest for a group of rising adventurers.
Things are getting out of hand. The plague has made it to every corner of Vayfall. We have no means to stop it, no way to cure it. We suffer only losses.
Sylvia is right. It's somewhat under control for now, but soon our infirmaries will be overrun. If we do not find a cure soon, we run the risk of losing control of this pandemic. Who knows what could be next for the people of Felsenhort?
Not to mention the losses we are suffering on trade.
Oh, for goodness sake, trade! People are losing their lives, Biel!
Unfortunately, Biel is right, Nox. Without coin, we have no way of staying the warmongering hand of Invictus Concordia. Trade is our main means of defense.
Vianthracite is our main means of defense. Our military is strong. Our weapons are advanced. Aurora and Invictus are at war. Before long, they'll both be vying for our support.
That might buy us some time. But you and I both know the Emperor will not miss a chance should one present itself.
Okay, so we're no more enlightened on the Void Blight problem. What else is on today's agenda? I do have an entire consortium to run, you know.
Fine. What else? Guild business?
Alden, the master tinkerer, is back in town.
He's been missing for years.
He continues to incessantly call upon us, apparently for a matter of great import. He says he needs the Assembly to handle another situation, one that he has no doubt created for himself.
I cannot spare the soldiers, not with open war in the north.
And I will not be sending the Shield Maidens on another goose chase for him. Perhaps this falls under the purview of the City Watch?
Absolutely not. The Watch has their hands full with the lower gangs. We should outsource this to adventurers. It's Alden, for goodness sake. Whatever it is, it cannot possibly be something worth risking our own people for.
We cannot justify the expense of a premium hire.
Oh, by the light of Surreal, I haven't got time for this. Just put a bloody quest up on the board, and we'll see who shows up.
Fine. Our last bit of business concerns the trouble at the auction house again. It seems more of their priceless items have been stolen. We'll have to get a handle on these thieves before the abilities start to bite.
We arrive in New Runenstein as we see small feet shuffling along the yellowed white stone of Midtown streets. Tooth makes their way over the Farmer's Run towards a set of cramped townhouses. Tooth, you're meeting the Assembly at 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, and it's 11:30 a.m.
It's currently 10. It's currently 10 a.m.
Oh, so I have a little bit of time.
You got a little bit of time.
Okay.
You are moving from the Midtown Inn straight across the Farmer's Run into Midtown.
Okay.
What What sort of pace are you making here? What's the... How... Is this a frantic sprint, or are you...
I don't think I want to draw too much attention, but I am doing that thing where I am moving my arms very aggressively and also my waist back and forth and my hips so that I'm like speed walking, I think they call it. Walking very quickly, yeah.
All right, make me a dexterity saving throw then, please.
Okay.
In your rush, there is a wagon moving a little too quickly and turns around the corner from the Midtown Inn.
Oh no.
And it is barreling towards you.
Oh no.
First roll of the campaign.
Oh
Completely hidden.
Yeah.
Why was it a hidden
22.
roll? A 22, a hidden roll, but it was a 22. Are you hiding your rolls from me?
I didn't mean to do that. No, I'm not from you.
Okay.
From them.
From them?
Yeah, the
All right.
people watching.
All right.
There's
Okay.
a crowd. I don't want them to see what I'm up to.
22 is very high. You had to beat a 14 to not get hit by this
Nice.
wagon. What does it look like? It's a pretty big wagon compared to you. 2 wheels.
What does it have?
2 wheels, big horse, man on the front.
No, I mean the things on it.
Kegs. An old man.
Who cares?
An old man barrels in front of you down the farmer's run. Oi, watch it, kid! And then.
Yeah, I immediately like duck down and I actually will waddle along with the wagon for a little bit underneath it. And, you know, because it's going quick and everybody will get out of the wagon's way. And this is actually maybe the fastest way that I can get to where I need to go. So I follow with the wagon a little bit and then I duck out from underneath the wagon and continue to very quickly speed walk to where I need to go.
Okay, where do you need to go?
I need to go to my friend's house immediately.
Yeah. Straight across the farmer's run into Midtown. You come to the townhouse that Alinis and Brula live in. They live on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, they're roommates.
And you probably trundle up some little stairs. This crooked, sort of gnarled looking bent, whitewashed walls, brick and stone. And you come up to the door, this kind of like paint stripped looking twisted door, damp from the sea air. Knocking on the door, what do you do?
Yeah, my Merple is actually, my mage hand is invisible, but is going to knock on the door for me so that I don't have to do it. But yeah, very quickly.
Right.
Rap. Several
Alinis,
times.
Brula, a knock at your door.
Can you get that? I can't get that right now.
What time is it?
It's at least 10 a.m.
I throw open the curtains. Okay, I'll go get it. And I open the door.
It's me. Oh my god. Okay. A couple of things. One, we're gonna be late, and 2, Rio is alive.
What?
They found Rio.
Brula, you have to
What?
come down.
I'm
Yeah.
here. Hello? What?
I
They
have
found
no
him?
details except that I was walking by and they were like, hey, you're the person that keeps asking about Rio every single day of your life. And I was like, yeah, that's me. And then they went, well, it just so happens that he's back. And I went, what do you mean he's back? And then I went, oh, we're going to be late. So I came to get you immediately.
That makes sense. I'll get my stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time, by the way. You are
okay.
prepared for this meeting, right?
You see Brula look at Alinis.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That means no. That's fine. It's okay. I'm prepared for the 3 of us. Or 4 of us, maybe, if we can find Rio.
Okay, I'm so glad, but I'm so confused. I grab my stuff.
Did I not tell you about this meeting? I mean, that's definitely something I would forget to tell you about. It's very important, so we should do that.
Yeah.
You're right, we should.
Yeah. Brula grabs her instruments. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. And then I immediately begin speed walking, which I think I put a little bit more effort into the walk now because they're both a little bit taller than me, so I want to keep up, but also encourage them along. Yeah.
Toof, have you had breakfast yet?
I absolutely did. I had 2 flakes of steak. What about you?
Okay, good.
Oh.
How did they find out about Rio?
I have no idea.
Okay. Oh, it's exciting.
We have to see him.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, how do you think we have time to go and see him first?
I mean,
Yes, of course. I would want to.
But if we're
They'll
late, we're in big
understand.
trouble.
they'll understand. It'll be fine.
Okay. Then I will switch directions and start heading into, I believe, the Fighters Guild, correct? Is that correct, GM?
No, so he did train with the Fighters Guild, but you would be heading from Midtown in the north, just dead south down to the Owl Park Tavern, which is near Market Town. Dead south along past the Cathedral of the Sanctioned Hand, this absolutely enormous cathedral, straight through Market Street and onto the Owl Park Tavern. That is where you heard that Rio was staying this time. A little further away from the Fighters Guild. They don't tend to stay in the Fighters Guild once you've graduated.
Okay. Does that mean he's graduated? Anyway,
You've
it
all
doesn't matter.
graduated.
So I'll say, he's staying at the inn supposedly. So we should do we have his things?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
You gave his
definitely
things.
don't have his things.
You
I
gave his
wasn't sure.
things
Okay.
to his parents.
His parents. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then in that case, I just move very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, the three of you make Solid Town. It's pretty busy. At 10 a.m. in this section of town, going from Midtown down to sort of Market Town is really one of the busiest set of thoroughfares that you move through. Moving past the cathedral itself, you're moving past groups of City Watch officials. There's probably a set of shield maidens that march in front of you, and the comings and goings of varying people because you're right on the edge of the city, kind of next to the entertainment district where the gates are, so people are coming and going. It's early in the morning, and the three of you make decent time considering, but you probably would notice that traffic is busy moving around the city at this time, and you guys still have to make it all the way to the upper city by 11:30. You do make it, however, to the Owl Park Tavern. It's a really tall 4-story cylindrical building. Its south-facing part of the building has these two very large oval windows that overlook the park itself, so it kind of gives it this kind of owl-like look to this tall building. And as you approach, there's a decent ocean view. As you kind of crest this part of the city, you're actually able to see the docks from here, and the tavern itself. The ground floor is partially open plan, so it's really easy to get in there. It's brunch level busy, not too packed out, not too bustling and busy, but there's a decent amount of people around this section of town, so it's always somewhat busy in here. What do you guys do? Do you just go in, or are you looking for him outside? What's the approach?
You see Brula pushing her way through people, and I would assume that this is probably common for Brula and Toof, but maybe not for Alinus. So Brula turns to Alinus and says, "Ellie, can you clear some space for us?"
Of course. Yes, absolutely. Excuse me. I start pushing my arms, just like very delicately, but still kind of like pushing my shoulder through people, and like I'm kind of reaching behind me and making sure that my friends can follow close behind me.
Yeah, you're
sort of like in a chain of like just trying to follow you and keep up since we're a bit shorter.
Alinus is quite tall, right? And is
Yes.
heavily armored.
Yeah.
Are you in
Yes.
armor?
I would be in armor, yeah, immediately.
I think people are getting out of your way then. The average commoner seeing somebody in your sort of armor with your stature would probably just naturally part the sea, and you'd be able to move through the crowds and then into the tavern, and then you have this dwarf following you, and then this Gesto following you afterwards, padding along. Where is Rio then? In the tavern.
Rio would be in his room, but you don't know his room number or what floor it's on.
Okay. I didn't know if you were downstairs at the bar. I didn't know if you were eating breakfast, but he's in his room. Obviously, you don't know this. What do you three do?
Well, I would immediately, I think the three of us actually would, like, I'll probably look at Brula and I'll be like, and I'll point to the like tavern area and I'm gonna go look there and I'm gonna assume that, you know, you'll go check somewhere else. But I'll immediately head into the tavern. I'm doing a big scan with my big eyes and I don't see him. And then I start to mildly panic because I think I've been lied to. And I turn around and, I've lost my party.
Yeah, Alinus and Brula, what are you doing? Are you getting breakfast?
I will look for Tooth first of all, and also be trying to like kind of signal to someone who works here at the same time.
Yeah, you see a sort of a young-looking elven woman moving past you. She's collected some like empty bowls and plates and tankards off of a table. She sort of looks up at you. You're doing what? You're just doing this, like the queen?
I'm sort of like trying to get her attention, but at the same time, I'm kind of distracted looking to see where Tooth went. So she might walk past me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she just thinks that the glare of the sun is in your eyes, and she just walks straight past you. She is looking at you as she does it. She's carrying some like a tray of stuff.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, there you are. Okay, I can't find him. He's not in the tavern.
Well, at least you're still here. Can we get something to eat, maybe? While we wait for him?
We don't have time to eat.
What did you want, by the way? You know, it's busy.
We're looking for our friend. We're looking for our friend. He was missing for like 6 months.
Okay.
And we heard he was
staying
here.
Okay.
His name is Rio. He's very tall, handsome, a famous hatch point player.
A lot of tall, handsome people in this place.
But
Could
all
be
of them play
anyone.
hatch point.
Yeah, but like his hair gleams in the sun.
Don't know
It's
if I've
kinda
ever
hard
heard of
to
him,
miss
to be
him.
honest.
Is there someone who might know who's staying here that we can talk to?
Maybe. Maybe I remember him from last night. Maybe I don't. She kind of looks at you. Puts the tray up on the near table and pushes it. Let me try and think if I know of him. What did you say his name was?
Can I just do it?
What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna lean into Alennis. I think she wants something like money or things. You know, everybody wants something. Yeah, you have to bribe her.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so maybe don't bribe her. Maybe just puff your chest out a little bit.
Okay, well, I could do that. I stand up as tall as I can, and I'm quite tall. And my shoulders, I puff my shoulders out as wide as I can. And I tap the warhammer at my belt. I would really appreciate it if you would give us some information about our friend Rio, please.
Okay, be an intimidation check, but I guess do it with disadvantage. I mean,
listen.
I can be intimidating, but also that I'm gonna say I would really appreciate it.
Oh, it was pretty poor. That's a 5.
Oh no.
She says, no. Did you think we were just going to hand out information about customers? What if you were staying here? Would you like it if I was handing out your information to every person that came in?
I mean, if I was missing for 6 months and my friends came looking for me.
How do I know you're not lying, though?
Aren't you good at that sort of thing?
What do you mean?
Like, that's your job, right? Your job is to interact with people on a day-to-day basis.
You calling me a liar?
No, I'm saying you're good at identifying liars.
Maybe he's not here. Maybe he actually is. Maybe he's waiting for us somewhere else.
Do I see, like, an innkeep or something? Someone who might not be as angry at us because of my very poor showing at trying to be intimidating?
There's a couple of other bar staff behind, like a cylinder or an oval-shaped bar that's at the center of this room.
Okay.
So there's like a couple of people. It's a decent and large tavern. This is one of the major ones in the city, so it's a pretty large place. There's a good amount of serving staff.
Thank you very much for your help. And I gesture to Brula and
he just
Tooth
glares at you and picks up the stuff and moves
when
out
she's
to
out
the
of
back
earshot.
kitchens.
Brula, do you think that maybe you could talk to them and see if he's staying here?
maybe you sing the ballad about him and the crab or the octopus, and maybe he'll hear it and then come down here.
Yeah, sure. I could try that. And you see Brula reach behind her back. Okay. Here we go. And Brula stands as tall as she can and clears her throat for the tavern. This is a song for my friend Rio. We all were wondering where did he go. Maybe he's here. Maybe he's not, but hopefully we can see him soon because we never forgot.
That's
Pretty
true.
good. Give me a performance check.
Incredible. Can I begin my very first lawyering? Could she have advantage because she actually performed?
Yes.
And it was very good. Yes.
Brula takes a bow, and it's very deep, and there's a extreme curtsy that's just like done with a flourish, and she kind of like twirls around and says, "Ha!"
And I'm clapping behind her.
Also
I love that
And
one.
then she turns around. Maybe someone will know where he is from that.
Give me the performance check with advantage, and I'll tell you
Performance check with advantage.
if everyone else thought it was good or not. Everything in this show is going through a universal basic translator.
29.
Damn. There is like 25 people around you that all turn around and are just like, oh my god, that was absolutely brilliant. Encore, do it again, do it again. That was well good, I loved that, that was amazing. The bar staff are kind of looking over like, did we hire a partner? Oh, we have to pay them? A handful of people throw coins at you. Roll me a d10.
Oh no, really? You don't have to. And she's like, oh, coin. 1d10. Come on, big money. 7.
You get 7 gold.
7 gold. Oh, thank you. She picks up the coins. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad
really
you
good.
enjoyed. That's more where that came from.
I wonder who Rio is.
And- Yeah, maybe if you've heard of Rio, you can let us know where he is.
Rio, give me a perception check.
Okay. After the song, I was going to wait like 2 minutes and come downstairs
Yeah,
to say I heard the music
Do
anyway.
it. Yeah, just do that. Don't worry about the perception check. Go ahead. And
Okay.
you definitely heard this like song that sounded really bizarrely specific, I guess.
I don't know if I can understand words through the floor. I just know there's loud music and everyone clapping, so I'm coming down there to see what it is.
Well, you might have good ears.
Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, you know,
maybe
I'll
we will
roll the
do
perception.
check.
Yeah, I'll roll perception to
clarity.
see if I understood it.
Yeah.
Okay, bonk.
Oh yeah.
I rolled really high. Maybe I did understand my name and all that.
You did
through
catch
the floor.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cracks in the floorboard. It's a decent tavern, but like the upper floors serve as in rooms, so they range from simple to grand. I can't imagine you'd be in a grand room, so you're probably on one of the lower levels. There's probably big old holes in the wall and cracks in the floor that allow you to hear every single thing going on downstairs very clearly while you're trying to sleep. In that case, yeah, what do you do?
He's trying to sleep.
If you know, if he's
Oopsies.
It was at some point.
I am getting up and gathering my stuff, so which will take a minute or two, but I am heading to investigate the music and also, was that Brula's voice? I think I recognize it. With a 23 in perception, I think I recognize her voice.
I think you do. The three of you that are downstairs spend a few more minutes kind of like looking around, asking a couple of people, never heard of him, don't know who that is, you know, have you seen a guy this description? No. Eventually, or a few minutes later, Rio, you do descend the pretty decent staircase that is to the rear of the room in the closed portion of the tavern. Pretty busy staircase, but not insane. Coming down the stairs, I think the three of you might notice Rio.
And I my mage hand begins tapping very incessantly on you, Brula.
Is
I wave.
Is that him? There you are! And I
Are
imagine
you
we find-
alright?
I wasn't expecting visitors. Good
We're
morning.
not visitors, we're friends. What are you talking about?
It's good to see you.
Where
Thanks
have you
for,
been? Are you okay? Did they
you look
trick
so
you? Were you
sleepy.
murdered? Or
You-
like, we've been very worried, and I've been asking after you every day.
It's a long story. That trip I went on didn't play out so well. But, I'm alive. So,
Very glad you're alive.
oh, I got my stuff back from my parents that you dropped off. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He seems so different to Brula. So I need to roll
you
some
would also
insight.
there is also just like a physical change. I'm probably like 30 pounds lighter and almost like kind of emaciated.
That's not good. Oh, I only got a 12.
Can I
12,
also
yeah.
do a medicine check?
Yeah. 12 on an insight. I'll let you determine how they might understand this insight check, Rio.
Sure. I very clearly don't want to talk about it. That's the main thing you're picking up.
Yeah, Linus, give me a medicine check.
I'm gonna put my hand close to you, but I'm not gonna touch you. On your shoulder, near your shoulder, and I'm going to just say, "Are you okay?"
And
yeah, I think
you can make out he's lost weight.
I think so.
It seems to be the situation.
I've not been eating well. You can tell that right away.
Do you want to get some breakfast?
Oh, I already ate. Trust me, I'm stuffing food down constantly.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm still standing.
Can you walk?
But I mean, I'm standing here, aren't I?
Okay. Well, can you speed walk?
I'm not a total cripple, Toof. I've seen better days for sure, but I've spent the past month or so kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Okay. Well, we have a very important meeting to get to, and that includes you because you're with us.
What kind of meeting? I had to swear to my mom no more risky stuff with the Fighters Guild. I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh.
Brula just kind of looks at the group like,
What about Hatchpoint? What about the team? Or you're just giving up?
I mean, I wouldn't say giving up, but probably not right now.
Okay, then come with us to a meeting.
yes, just come with us. Maybe you could use the sunshine. It's a nice day outside.
I stand up as tall as I can again, and I pull my shield in front of me, and I say, "Yeah, Rio, we got your back. It's fine."
I mean, sure. I mean, I'm here to take jobs again. I'm ready to go. I just, I'm not, no more crazy stuff. That's all. So if it's a simple task, sure, I'll come help out. I got to start somewhere, right?
We don't even know what the task is. We just know it's an important meeting. So I guess we'll all find out together.
You can always decide after you've heard more, I guess.
Lead the way then. Sure. Yeah, as long as it's gotta keep my promise.
I take
Of course.
last look at Rio, like over you and all your lost muscle, and I'll have a moment of a very sad expression before I then steel myself and turn around abruptly and begin waddle speed walking out.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have much time.
Well, let's go quick then.
Your
I'll
meeting
fall in behind.
is in Upper Runenstein. So Runenstein is a two-tiered city. There's sort of three major parts to the city. There's the eastern side, which is uncovered but lower, which is where you are right now. It's kind of just your classic outside city, walled. There's a dock accessible here. There's a lower city, sometimes known as the Dark City or the Undercity, which is underneath a natural sort of overlapping tier of the city, and above that is the upper city, which is where you need to get to, where the council halls are. Your summons, your quest is being distributed by the Assembly. That's the name of the guild, but it's also the name of the ruling council of the city. They are a guild. There are plenty of different guilds that you can take quests from in this city. Healer's Guild, Mage's Guild, Stalbund Guild. The Assembly are the people that have requested you as a group to take on this.
But that's never happened
quest.
before, right?
No,
like
definitely
ever. Okay, yeah. So it's a
not
big
for you
deal,
guys.
okay.
It certainly would have done for other people.
Yeah, but that only happens to like, whatever the translator is for like level 10 or something, not us.
Right. So being summoned by the council is pretty major.
Okay.
The four of you step outside, moving back out into the street of sort of market town here, and begin making your way to the upper city. And I think this is a pretty simple trip for you. It's not like particularly difficult. The city itself is a couple miles wide, so it's going to take you a good amount of time. We're probably pushing for like 10:30, 10:45 at this point, and you start making your way through the city again, back up Market Street, along to Dockside, and then taking one of the routes that sort of tapers upwards and into the upper city. At one point, there is a moment where you're all stopped. Some City Watch officials kind of stop all of you, and the sort of traffic of the public, and three corpse carts are wheeled through the city, down by Dockside just before you gain access. There is a plague at the moment that is known as the Void Blight Plague, and it's pretty much everywhere across the island of Vayfall, but it does seem to be very significant in Felsenhall, the country you're in at the moment. This sort of slows you down, it stops you. It's a dark moment as they're bringing more of these corpse carts through, and then eventually the City Watch officials allow you to continue on your way, and you make your way back up and towards the Upper Runenstein. And it's a pretty different experience once you get up to Upper Runenstein, because Lower Runenstein is a lot more cramped. There's a lot of cramped walkways. Up here, once you get up to the top and you follow up into the sort of sunny, bright, wide streets, cleaner streets. They have these classy looking kind of Byzantine looking buildings, these domed basilicas. They have like unique architectural monuments as you're moving through the city, and wide open spaces, large parks, not just stretches of little pieces of grass. The sun strikes all of the whitewashed walls, which are clean, all of the white stone. The cobblestones are clean and not kind of yellowed at the edges. And the summer heat is really kind of pounding this area as well, because you are in what would essentially be August for us. You move through, past the Scholarium, towards the council halls. I don't know if any of you would have been in these before. The city is ruled over by a set of elected officials. They're not like a monarchy though. Like, this is kind of like a set of civic buildings that would potentially be accessible by the public, but you kind of have to have a reason to be there. And there is still like classism, you know, like this is the noble area of town. Maybe you feel at home there, maybe you don't spend much time up here, maybe you've never been here, maybe you spend all the time here, I don't know, but you come to this area. The council halls are these sort of beautiful square plan buildings. They have grand domes atop them. They've got decorative patterns that run along the walls of the buildings and then the walls that sit on the outside of the area where the council halls are. And as the four of you approach the opening and the gate, there are two uniformed city watchmen here. The city watch throughout the city wear these sort of perfect white uniforms with like officers' hats. And these two in particular are carrying Vianthrosite enhanced weapons. Vianthrosite being the sort of one of the arcane minerals that's pulled out of the ground here and refined into sort of a Magitech little tinkered crystal that they can attach to weapons or armor or items to enhance them very easily and very quickly. It's still quite rudimentary, but there has been like major leaps and advances in many different parts of Vianthrosite technology, especially here because it's the only place in the entire world that has access to Bloomstone, which is what you make Vianthrosite from. So seeing something like a Vianthrosite weapon is immediately a sign of either importance or wealth, and both of these guards are holding them. One guy's a burly looking human, the other one is an even burlier looking orc, and the human man here holds his hand up and says, "Halt! Papers and business."
Right. I have those. Merple, please. And then my mage hand comes up and it becomes uninvisible and presents our documentation.
You all hand over your adventurers' licenses and books. Mm-hmm. The orc kind of just stares at each of you one by one, kind of getting the measure of you. The man takes each of the licenses, looks at you, looks at the license, looks at you, looks at the license, looks at you, and says, "What business do you have at the council halls?"
We've been summoned, sir.
We have a
By
meeting.
whom?
See? The council, sir.
The council.
Yes, sir.
Adventuring business?
Yes, sir. I mean, we think so.
Hold on.
Probably.
He turns around and moves into a sort of little alcove, like a small outbuilding. He takes a ledger out and starts turning the pages, running his finger down lines of text. He stops at one point and says, "Tooth?
Yes, sir. That's me, sir.
I've only got 3 names down."
This is Rio. He's part of our adventuring party, sir.
I just got back in town yesterday. I'm a late addition, I suppose.
If your name's not on the list, you're not coming in.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll just wait out here. And I think instead of my, leading the party gung-ho attitude from our previous expeditions, I was already kind of like almost standing behind Alinus to begin with. And now I just kind of go sit down outside. I'll just wait. You guys let me know how it goes.
Your documents.
No.
Your documents.
Sir, there must be some mistake. He was missing for 6 months. That's probably why he's not on the list. They thought he was dead, but he's part of our adventuring party. We've done almost all of our missions together with him. Surely, if it's adventuring business, they'll want Rio. I mean...
Brula turns to Toof. Perhaps... maybe he wants to stay outside. Toof.
I can't believe that he wants.
I know, but look at him. He doesn't even look the same.
I step away
and that's why
from
he can't stay outside.
the group, and I walk over to Rio.
We have to help him. We promised
Are
we
you
would help
okay
him.
with staying out here?
I mean, if it's just like a mission briefing of some sort, right? Then we don't all need to sit in there. Besides, it sounds like they don't really want to let me in.
I will find you out here afterwards, though, right?
I'm not gonna run off, if that's what you mean. Got nowhere else to be right now.
All right.
Thanks for coming to check up on me, though. Means a lot.
We'll be back. Okay, let's go. We can update him when we come back.
But please, sir, could you just double check?
Your name's not on the list. He's not coming in. behind these officers, there is a very small figure walking towards you, kind of shuffling along, legs impossibly small, body kind of round in an almost perfectly spherical way, with these small, very thin arms with very large hands and a perfectly spherical head. The creature moving towards you has oversized clothing on, and is about 4 feet tall, like unmistakably sort of humanoid but metallic. 2 very large pink purple blank discs that look like eyes on the front of a sphere of a metal head, a wide brimmed sort of traveling hat, almost like a top hat. This very heavy sort of collared coat with a tie, large boots, large gloves, approaches you. And the voice that you hear, it doesn't come out through like lips or a mouth. It just sort of emanates off of this creature. And he says, "I'm Joe, your assigned Bloomborn and guide. Follow me to the assembly." This is a Bloomborn, which is a very rare species of almost like an equivalent to like a Warforged, but like far more rudimentary. It is a creature that was brought to life by the recent invention of a thing called a Vianthracite heart, and is an incredibly advanced sort of semi-sentient mechanical construct being. Joe moves up towards the guards and says, "Are you the group I'm looking for?"
That depends. And Brula looks at Toof. Have we seen this kind of entity before?
Probably, but very rarely. There's literally about 10 in existence, and they're all in this city. However, they do work exclusively for the council halls, so sometimes they're used as sort of couriers and stuff, so you will have seen them coming and going around town once or twice ever. I doubt you would have interacted with one, but...
Is his outfit exceptionally fashionable?
Not really. It's kind of archaic. It's kind of old school. He looks like a little sort of Victorian boy. Which, for the fashion in New Runenstein at the moment, is pretty outdated.
I point at his hat, and I lean down to Brula and go, "Oh my god, look at his little hat, though."
Oh yeah, that's true. It is a nice hat, isn't it? Huh.
So who exactly are you looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for Brula Yurno, Tooth, and Elenis Grace.
Oh. Might you be also looking for Rio?
Rio van Salwin.
Yes. Yes! He was accidentally left off the list, but he's our adventuring mate.
Yes.
Please let him in.
That is acceptable. He was part of your adventuring party before.
Yes, that's right. Oh. And I look over at Rio, and my eyes are big, and I'm grinning, and I'm just waving him over.
I'm I'm already standing up and saying, how did you know my name?
You were part of the adventuring party that worked for the Stahlbund Guild on behalf of Lambrecht, correct?
That was me.
That is your sponsor.
Yeah.
Wait.
We must have made quite the impression on Lambrecht then.
Lambrecht is our sponsor?
You were recommended with glowing reviews by Lambrecht of the Stahlbund Guild.
Joe, could you give us like 2 seconds?
Certainly, but your meeting starts in 19 minutes and 42 seconds.
I don't even wait for him to finish. I turn around and I lower my voice. Do you know how rich Lambert has to be our sponsor? This is ridiculous.
But that's the other thing. He has ever even said anything about the work that we did.
What was he just doing? Slumming it, working at a guild, hiring people out? Was he in disguise?
I don't know. What would be the point of that?
I think I would have been able to sniff his wealth or something. He fooled me big time.
It probably just means that this job is sensitive, maybe confidential. Remember, that's what Lambrecht had us doing last time.
I know, but the last one was confidential, and all he did was take us into a back room. He didn't take us up here with Joe, the construct.
Maybe it was a test.
I think they just want people who aren't going to steal their stuff. Maybe they need us to find something valuable, and they don't want someone who's going to steal it. That's pretty much exactly why Lambrecht hired us in the first place, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, I think we're ready to go.
We're ready.
Okay, please follow me. Joe.
Okay.
He's not got any papers. It is okay. His name isn't on the list because he was presumed dead, but he was recently freed by the Fighters Guild and cleared again. So, he can join. His name is on the list. He's cleared. Alright, if you say so. Don't worry. Leave it to Joe. You're cleared by the Fighters Guild, right?
Yes.
Great. Follow me. Joe begins kind of shuffling forward ahead of you. Every now and then he grabs his hat because it kind of slides off of his metallic head and he brings it forward.
Every time I'm like...
And he shuffles forward again. He points to a circular building to the right of the wall as you enter, and he says, "That building is where the assembly hold official meetings, but today you're going to be joining them in the council hall." Carries on walking forward.
The actual council hall.
It's a big one. Something is wrong. I think we're gonna get in trouble. Do you think they think we stole something? Did we steal anything? Did we take anything?
Why would we? I mean, we're being sponsored. Why would we be in trouble?
I haven't been in town for 6 months. How could I possibly be in trouble?
If
Unless
we're getting
you
in
did
trouble
something.
and I insist, I did. What do you mean?
We didn't.
I did something. What do you mean?
Look,
I
unless
didn't do
you,
anything.
if you did something to, if you stole something and you dragged me here just to get yelled at, I'm gonna be actually upset with you.
First of all, if that is what has happened, then I apologize sincerely, but I didn't take anything. I don't take anything that doesn't belong to me or doesn't need to belong to someone else. And
okay, it's that second part that sometimes concerns me, because what you think might need to go to someone else, the current owner might disagree. You didn't take anything
I don't think
from
that
someone
happened.
else.
Okay. Brula thinks back to the wine.
No. I see the look on your face, Brula. Don't think about it. It's fine.
Okay.
I didn't. I don't think. No, we didn't. I mean, the only thing.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What about the secret? What about the secret thing that we said we weren't going to tell anyone about?
We didn't take that, though. We didn't take it.
You wouldn't talk about it, yeah.
I mean, we did take it, but then we got rid of it. So what if they're what if they found out? What if they know and they're gonna be mad? Or what if they're gonna ask us about it or something like that?
I mean,
I came all this way just to get executed.
No. We'll tell them the truth. It'll be fine.
Execute? You think they're
no
gonna
one's
kill
getting
us?
executed. It's fine.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think you're
Can Brula cast calm emotions?
If you want. Are you casting it on?
Toof.
I mean, isn't it obvious?
Yeah, let me remind myself
She
of
doesn't
what
want
this
to
spell
touch
does.
Toof, so she just wants to kind of just slowly, sort of like a there.
The second level spell, Calm Emotions, in this situation is like trying to kill a mosquito with a truck.
Yeah.
It's so much overkill.
Do you choose to?
Like
Do you
I've
just want to
taken a
choose to
gummy.
fail? Yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. You just had a gummy.
Okay.
You have to
Oh,
fail
they're
the
not gonna kill
charisma
us.
saving throw, but you can choose to fail it if you
Oh,
want.
I'm
the
choosing to
effect.
fail.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
hilarious. I love this. Okay, yeah.
You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened when the spell ends any suppressed effect. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that is hostile towards. But I'm absolutely going to allow you to use it as like weed gummy, just like for sure.
Yeah. I love this.
You cast weed gummy.
It's going to be okay.
I mean, I
Everything
guess
is
if we're
fine.
executed, it's fine.
We're going to be all right no matter what happens. Okay?
Yeah.
I nudge Rio and go, you know how Doof can be.
Sorry.
Let's go in and see what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
leads you through into the main council halls and then through several of the hallways. There is noblemen, city watch officers, officials. They're all moving from hall to hall, room to room. Everyone's well dressed, noble wear, but like suit wear, rather than it being the kind of high fashion that can be found in many areas of New Runenstein. Each hallway is patterned with these sort of rich, colorful mosaics. They're lined with gold and silver. They depict moments in Felsenhort's history. There's the founding of Old Runenstein. There is the worshippers of Rubertsal. There's the discovery of Vianthracite. Many of the rooms have these grand open windows as well. It's very bright in here. They look out across the ocean or across the city with lots of light coming in. It's a pretty comfortable place. It doesn't feel too oppressive, like you're in like a dangerous area necessarily. At the end of a few minutes of twists and turns, Joe brings you to a hallway that at the far end has an open doorway with quite a few people moving through, and he stops and turns. Oh, I forgot to ask. What is your adventuring group name?
Brula looks at everyone.
We never talked about this before.
We never talked about a name.
No.
How
permanent is the name?
It's how I'm going to introduce you to the assembly.
Oh.
It will go on your official documentation forever.
Oh, this is gonna
Oh, forever.
Forever. Okay, wait. And Brilla looks at Toof. Okay. Toof is still calm. Good.
Forever is a long time, bro.
Forever is a long time.
Forever's a really long time.
Very long time, like 2 eternities.
Toof, are you
okay? Okay. How about wait?
Rain.
How about the cool kids? That's forever, right?
That's true. Listen, I trust you because I'm pretty sure that if anyone can come up with a great name, it'd be you.
It should probably be something that inspires confidence. If we're gonna
Well, you
be
mean
talking,
the cool kids doesn't?
We're talking to the assembly here.
The cool kids. Okay.
Oh, no.
Registered. He turns around and says, "In here, please," and leads you into a very large room with an enormous sort of ornate table at the center of this room. There are several people moving about the room. Some that you might recognize because the assembly are often giving like council hall meetings. They're also very notable figures. Country here is governed by an oligarchy made up of 10 officials who represent all of the major public interests in Felsenhort, along with a Vianthracite-powered Bloomborn known as the Arbiter, which is a thing which is like Joe, but is basically a wall of this room. There is a large wall that has arcane glyphs running across it, and kind of like the edges have some sort of like steampunk elements to it. These pipes that run in and out of the wall. Varying glyphs and text and stuff are coming up in multiple different languages and running across the wall. That is a person. Then there are multiple other people in this room.
Do we know that's a person?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
wow.
It's one of their like most advanced pieces of technology. It's not really a fully sentient being that can get involved in like conversations and stuff, but it is a bit like an AI. It's a very, very basic, rudimentary sort of machine with some understanding and semblance of sentience that they're able to ask to weigh in on matters of scale, and it can do so. Predominantly it's run over by the 10 officials that are elected though.
Okay.
All 10 members appear to be here. as well as several other officials. There are assistants, there are serving staff moving around this table, handing out papers, pouring wine. Not all of the...
Is that
yeah.
Is that common for all 10 members to be present?
I don't know if you would know that, really.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you've spent enough time around these people to know, you know, how prevalent they are in the actual council hall.
We'll have 3 glasses, please.
It's a busy looking room as you step into this place. And they're not really paying you heed, to be honest. They're kind of just going about their business. Some of them look very casual. Some of them are standing and pacing around. One of them is sitting in a pile of books, a little gnome. And then there are all of these other people moving about as well. Joe moves into the room and says, "The cool kids are here for their quest." And then
Brula looks at Rio like...
turns around and leaves.
Sorry.
Maybe 3 people in the room actually turn and look. At the far end of the table, by what is an massive open glass door frame that is open to a sort of an ocean view look, there is a very small and very elderly looking gnomish woman. A big pile of books around her. And she is one of the 3 people that looks up, and she looks around at the rest of the people moving around and then says, "Over here, dearies," and beckons the 4 of you towards her at the far end of the room.
Hi.
Hello.
Definitely, I stare at the wall still. That very cool thing that we've never seen before but heard about. So
just arcane glyphs, varying pieces of text coming up. It looks kind of like calculations. It's almost like matrix code. You know, it's bizarre looking.
Tove.
Yes. Oh,
You dragged me into this. Come do the talking.
oh, right. Okay. I don't think I should be doing that. I feel a little weird. Okay. And I walk over.
The sort of small gnomish woman stands up and says, "The cool kids, is it?"
I suppose so.
Yo.
Yes.
Why has
According
Joe
to our
brought
mechanical friend.
you here?
Sorry, what?
Is it for some water?
Why has Joe brought you to the council chamber?
Is it for water?
Do
you need water, dear?
Water?
Yes, please. My throat's
Water,
very dry.
please. One of the serving girls runs over with a cup, and just immediately there is a cup in front of you, water being poured, placed in front of you, and then before you even know it, she's like gone.
Okay, my Merple will get it for me, and I'll drink the whole thing. I don't know. Use some nuts.
Oh, if I had to guess, adventurers.
That's
yes.
right.
Wait, does the name not tell you that?
Oh no, we have all sorts coming and going, to be honest. And it's not really, Oh, of course. You must be here about the Master Tinkerer.
I don't know if that's true, but I do know that Lambrecht sponsored us.
Lambrecht.
Yes.
The old woman says, "Nox, dear. Nox. Nox!" And there's a woman halfway down the table who is talking with a different person who turns around, very well dressed, very well groomed, a tall human woman who turns around and says, "Yes, we have our adventurers here. They've come to collect the task. You know about it better than I think." Yes, one moment. She goes back to talking to the people. The old gnome says, "My name is Sylvia."
I offer my hand.
Nice
Nice to
Sylvia.
meet you.
A pleasure.
Right after Elenis, Brula also extends a hand. Hello, good to meet you, I'm Brula.
She takes your hand and looks you up and down. She, this is the high arcanist of the country. This is basically the strongest wizard in the entire country of Felsenhort. She has an enormous amount of influence. She runs the Arcane Collegium. She teaches at the Scholarium. She's very old. She's been on the council for a really long time. They keep electing her back in. She's very influential. And as Brula, as she takes your hand, it's almost like there's a charge of static. It doesn't like shock you or anything, but it's like touching something extremely powerful. You get, as a caster yourself, an almost an arcane feedback, just a sensation, an understanding that this being in front of you is astonishingly powerful in the arcane arts.
Okay.
She says,
I suppose to business. What I understand is that we have a master tinkerer in town. Well, we have several, of course, but this one is, he's eccentric. He's well-meaning, but quite mad. As I understand, he has an item he'd like you to take care of.
Take care of? That's what we do best. We're guardians. We're custodians of things exactly like this. Wow, your eyes are very beautiful.
He has very large eyes. As you look into them, at first they look blue, and as you kind of concentrate on them, they get deeper and deeper, and they become a kind of night blue. And then there's a sense of sparkling stars that light up and glitter within her eyes. You kind of blink, and then she's just back to looking like she has like traditionally standard mid-blue eyes. She says,
I suspect that's why you were chosen.
At that moment, the woman that she shouted at, known as Nox, moving around the table, comes along and says, "My apologies, Nox and Caro. You're here on behalf of Alden, the Master Tinkerer, as I understand. You were recommended to us by Stolbund. What's that chap's name?
Lambrecht.
Oh, yeah.
Lambrecht, yes. He suggested you as a group of upstanding individuals that might be able to take care of something that could potentially be hazardous."
Oh.
Upstanding. I like that adjective.
We are all standing.
It's true. We are all standing. And we have done this before.
How hazardous exactly are we talking?
I must say I'm not quite sure. Perhaps you've heard of Alden. His work, to be honest, is before my time. In honesty, he's been both a boon and a bane to the city at times. He has devices that have been used to further our vianthrosite technology significantly. However, he has also set fires, opened black holes, and summoned twisted creatures far too many times in his quest for progress. So when Alden requests help from us, specifically to take something unique into your care and destroy it, well, then we should listen.
Brula looks at Toof.
Destroy it? Why would we do that?
But wouldn't we want to bring it back?
Behind you, another voice speaks up. You hear a kind of a gruff, deep voice say, "What we know." Oh, sorry. You glance around and you see a middle-aged Tortle man wearing a very sort of dated suit. A strong looking figure. Quite tall, but kind of aging for a Tortle. And he leans against the table with two of them standing in front of you now and one standing behind you. He says, "Apologies. The item is an advanced piece of vianthrosite technology, so it falls to the assembly to take care of it. We'd simply like you to find a way to destroy it and dispose of it by any means necessary. From what I understand, it's invincible. It cannot be destroyed."
But pardon. So how do we figure into something that can't be destroyed?
Exactly.
It's like eternity twice.
There's another voice of somebody sitting across the table, shuffling through papers. He grabs a piece of paper, while you guys are having this first bit of the conversation, glances over it, and then he waves it over to your side of the table, and he says,
"You were the ones recommended by Lambrecht, right?"
You glance over and you see a quite small orc, quite small and thin. He's the only member of the council here that's wearing like simple weaved and unbranded clothing. You know, the equivalent of just wearing like commoners' clothes. Honestly, some of you might be wearing clothing that looks better than what he is wearing. This orc is leaning back in his chair and rocking. He says,
"The thing with Stahlbund, usually that'd be enough for us to hand over a quest on behalf of the assembly. However, since this is a potentially dangerous device, before we give you any more information, we'd like to speak with you individually. Only briefly, just to take your measure. Would that be all right with y'all?"
Sure, that sounds like fun. And then looks at the group. Does that sound like fun?
What?
I mean, I've
Just
never
an
been
interview. Have
interviewed in such a way before.
It's your chance to make a good impression on some very wealthy people. Pick your answers
You like
carefully.
interviews? And Brula flips her hair back.
High Arcanist Sylvia, the gnome, the older woman, grabs your hand again, Brula, and just leads you away as if she was leading you to the dance floor. She leads you out of those big glass doors and out onto a small sort of like veranda that overlooks the ocean.
Can I see Brula when she's wherever she's being taken to, or is it like
she's being yoinked
None of
off,
you
maybe
are being taken out of the room. You're just being taken to your own
away.
little corner.
Okay.
Corner interview.
Nox, the well-dressed woman, human woman, nods to you, Alinis, and then kind of nods to a corner that's just aside from where the doors are that Brula is, and she walks away from you.
I follow.
The turtle that is right behind you just kind of like just taps you on the shoulder, Rio. He doesn't move. He just gets you to turn around.
I'll just turn around.
Tooth. The very far end of the table when you first walked in is the only guesto in the room. From the far end of the table, the guesto says,
"Excuse me." Yeah, you.
Me?
A moment, if you please.
Okay. And I will head over.
beckons you down to the table. As you approach the far end of the table, he kind of he just gestures to the chair that's next to his. He's sat at the head of the table, but he gestures to the chair that's to the right of it.
And I sit, of course.
This is a pretty old-looking guesto. He is, you'd probably be aware of him. He is the master of coin. He's wearing an expensive but quite simply designed robe. Very thick gloves with this twisted golden circle pattern on the back. And as you sit down, he kind of curls both of his fingers together and says,
"Tell me, where were you born?"
I don't actually technically know that, sir, but I was raised in Sonator.
Sonator?
That's right.
Why did you leave?
Well, is that really necessary?
Can you be trusted?
Yes, of course.
Then why did you leave?
It wasn't my choice, sir.
A mage hand sort of appears behind him and lands on the table, almost like Cousin It. You know that little thing that was in the Addams Family? And it runs along the table and grabs a piece of paper, turns it around and brings it over to 12 gold pieces. And he looks at it and starts reading it. He says,
Yes. Arden. This item that you will be the charge of. It is important. It is beyond value. You understand?
Oh, I mean, no, but yes, if that makes sense.
He leans forward. He gets kind of uncomfortably close to you.
Okay.
And he kind of glances with his eyes around the room and he says,
My mother was a Solicus, one who betrays our ways. She would touch freely, claim carelessly. Her mind was fractured. She brought no end of shame upon my clutch, upon the Gesto. I will not abide by Gesto shaming this city any further.
I wouldn't dream of it, sir.
He
I
leans
assure
back.
you that my leaving Senator was not my choice, but I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
One of his eyes kind of like squints at you for a moment and then he says,
These others, they can be trusted.
Absolutely, sir. On the quests that they helped me on, they were very good custodians. They were very gentle with everything that we came across. They took great care. It was almost like they knew our customs, sir.
I expect one of our own to be able to complete this important item quest successfully and respectfully. Do you understand, Toof?
Of course, sir.
Very well. I have taken the measure of you. It is not often that one is given a task by the Assembly.
Can I ask one question, sir? How do you know it doesn't belong to anyone? Or anywhere?
It does belong to someone. The Master Tinkerer.
And he wants it gone?
Yes.
Then I will stop at nothing until it is done, sir.
I will be looking into the reason that you left Sonentor.
Okay.
When you return, we will discuss it further.
Okay.
If you are to be in my employ, in the employ of New Runenstein, I will know everything about you. The good and the bad.
Okay. I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
I will be the judge of that.
Okay.
he places a gold piece on the table and pushes it towards you with his actual gloved hand.
I flinch back. What's that for, sir?
You will take this.
Why do I need that, sir?
Do not spend it. Keep it.
Hey?
You are one of my guests now.
Oh, is it a special gold coin?
It is. It's slightly larger than a traditional gold coin, and the mint on it is very similar to one that you would get from Sonentor, though slightly different. Sonentor's gold coins have clouds around a tower. This has coins where the clouds would be.
I lean in with my ear, and I relax now and a faint smile as I lean into the coin. Polymath, it's nice to meet you. And then I will pick it up with my gloved hand, and I put it away.
You have one of 12 gold pieces. Across the room, the religious high official, the well-dressed woman, Nox Nakaro, is speaking with Alinis. She brings you to one side. You're quite close to where the Bloomborn Arbiter machine thing is. There's a slight hum coming off of the machine and another sense of sort of arcane energy from this wall, essentially. She seems to pay it no mind, but she turns to you, and you would probably know this about her. She is an archivist, so, and presumably an exceptional one. She's not the head of any particular religion. She's an official that was elected to the position by priests that represents every church and doctrine in the city. That includes stuff like cults as well. Like, she's in charge of like dealing with like murder cults, like the cult of Gavroche. So, not that they like elected her, but like she is the one that is like in charge of dealing with that kind of thing. But what she isn't is like necessarily a religious woman or the head of an order. Though they can be elected to this position, in this case, they've elected somebody who is kind of just an expert on religion, basically. She's just a scholar. She looks you up and down and says, Elenis Grace.
Yes, that's me.
Tell me about your time as a shield maiden.
Oh, well, I trained in many things while I was there. I'm fairly versed in combat medicine and battlefield formation, precise hammer administration, and emergency exorcism procedures, but I hope not to ever have to lean upon that too much. Yes, I learned a lot while I was there, but I'm no longer a part of that particular order.
Why did you leave?
I didn't fit in. I feel maybe square peg round hole kind of situation, but I also believe that maybe my my faith and my fate leads me elsewhere.
She looks over your armor and the adjustments that you've made to it, even though you do still dress like a shield maiden and you have some of the it's pretty distinct in terms of style and armor and stuff. You've obviously got all these different changes and stuff that you've made. She says you are still able to cast magic.
Yes. Actually, that is probably part of the reason, really, that I ended up leaving. I like to help people, and I like to use the magic that I've learned and honed and trained in, and that my god has blessed me with, to help people. And I think that's an honorable thing for me to do.
More like the praised of Rubertsol than the sanctioned hand.
Yes, you could say that.
Bad blood. Anybody at the sanctioned hand?
I don't think so. I can't think of anyone who... Well, I certainly don't have anything against anyone from there. I feel that my time there was well spent, and I left because it wasn't right for me or for them.
So I'm not going to get in trouble with the First Shield for employing you?
I don't think so. She's a scary woman, but I don't think that she had any distaste for me. I certainly don't think I've given her any reason to.
Why adventuring?
I feel like...
Don't mind my cat.
I need to be... I need to be able to help people. And... I need to be able to help people, and I felt that this was a good way to find a multitude of different people that I can assist in any way I can.
Why not help with the plague?
Oh, I absolutely want to help with the plague. I've actually studied it many times. If there's anything I can do to help improve the situation for anyone here, I will. Absolutely.
Then why take this quest?
It was something that was needed. I apparently have a cat that just keeps appearing in front of me. It was needed, and whenever I am asked for assistance in any way, be it from one of my companions or someone else, I believe that is a message being sent to me and that I should help.
She kind of looks you up and down one last time, and then she says, very well, and then walks past you and heads back to the table. Grabs a sheet of paper, picks it up, turns to one of her assistants and says, What are we going to do about this situation in the lower city? The south wall's got a problem. Immediately just gets onto another piece of work.
Okay. I look around and sort of move awkwardly away from the corner.
Not too far away, speaking with the Turtle, Rio. This very well-dressed individual. He has a huge frame. You're tall, right? I know that you've lost a little weight, but you're still tall and quite large in yourself. What are you, 6'5" or something? What is your character?
6'5" is about right, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's about as tall as you, but much wider. I mean, he's quite literally a tortoise man, as well as his shell. But you can see that his arms, his legs, and his core are just like strong in the way that he holds himself. You're immediately able to work this out. This is the head of the City Watch, the sort of police within the walls, not the military, but the City Watch itself. He has a reputation as being sort of as smart as he is strong, but I don't know if you would know too much more about this guy necessarily. He sort of crosses his arms and just looks you up and down and says, "Can you fight?"
I can still fight, sir.
Fighters Guild.
Yeah.
I heard about what happened.
Yeah, it was rough. We sorry, I didn't catch your name.
They call me Big Bok. You're in charge of keeping the wargs and wyverns off of that device until the rest of them figure out how to do with it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Every group needs a fighter. You got a shield. You got a guest store. The guest store will make sure the item gets to where it needs to go. You just have to make sure that nothing steals it, messes with it. That's all. You understand?
Aye, sir.
It's an easy life as a fighter, but one where you get scratched up.
I noticed.
You don't seem very enthused about the job.
I guess I'm just I don't know, I really thought I was good at this. We Fighters Guild, we went to collect a bounty.
I know.
6 months ago.
I know. Look, I've been where you've been. I trained at the Fighters Guild as well for a while.
You did.
I've done a few things in my life. Turn your brain off. Don't overthink it. Swing your sword. Hold your shield high.
Did you ever really feel like you were good at what you were doing? And
Never.
then... maybe that was my problem.
I didn't want this job. Maybe you don't want yours.
I'll keep it in mind.
Hey, chin up. It's a second chance. You know? The other one didn't get one.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of used to being the best at everything. You know, I really thought I was going to show up here and really thought I was going to make waves, you know? The whole world was going to know my name and all that, and then turns out I'm just a delusional half-blood from Valstorm. I don't know, as soon as we got into a real fight, I was in so far over my head. And now I'm kind of worried that if this thing's as important as you say it is, I don't want to let the other three down. I already lost one friend, I don't want to lose another one.
Look, you weren't in over your head, alright? You were a greenhorn taken along. It was the others. They were supposed to hold their shield up. The swords, right? You're just supposed to be watching. The fact that you had to get involved at all was mad. They didn't know what was waiting for them in that tower. Neither did you. You handled it. You're still here, right? And look, maybe you can still be the best at second chances.
All right.
Right.
I'll give it my best shot, sir.
Hey, this tinkerer you're going to see. He's trouble. Not a bad man, but he's trouble. Keep an eye on him. Watch him.
All right.
Chin up,
This
yeah.
thing is supposed to be indestructible, so I gotta ask. Why are you giving it to us? What are we supposed to do with it?
I don't know.
I could smack it with a hammer all day. I assume that isn't gonna work.
They don't want my lot to deal with it because we got plague. We got the thieves guilds. We got cysts running around. Everyone down in the lower cities a right problem for me, right? Military's right up their own asses with the war. So they just outsource this shit to you lot. I'm sure you'll figure it out. That's the job. Figure it out.
Alright. I'll find a way to break that thing one way or the other.
There's a lad. He gets up and says, alright. Back to work. And he moves down the table. He shouts down the table at 12 gold pieces. Oi! What's next? Outside, the High Arcanist of the city leans against the open sort of wall that overlooks the ocean with Brula. The woman that you're standing next to, Brula, is very small and frail. While you get that sense of like immense power and arcane strength, once she gets to the edge of this wall and peers over it, you just see a very old, very small, frail woman at first. For a moment, she just doesn't say anything. She looks out across the ocean. There are seagulls that are looping and crying across the bay below. And she just seems to be taking it in and enjoying the moment. Before she turns to you and says,
Yerno. Not a name I'm familiar with. What profession do your family hold?
Well, they like the mines, and they really like to find material, and they're very friendly.
Not many true-blooded dwarfs on Vayfor.
And Brula, you can see her get kind of uncomfortable. She puts her hands down and starts wringing them. Yeah, not many dwarves really like to, well, they don't really like to leave where they're from. You know what I mean? I haven't met any dwarves so far.
I knew a true-blooded dwarf once. His name was Kevin. He knew his way around some tools, if you know what I mean.
Yes, of course. Brula doesn't know what she means.
She looks back into the room and then she turns back to you and says,
Alden. He's an old man and an old acquaintance of mine. I know him quite well. I wanted to get your measure at first, see if any of you recognized his work. But it seems that none of you seem to be aware of this man. He wouldn't be calling upon us for something trivial. And he's been missing for several years, and no one knows where. When you arrive, I want you to take his measure ensure he is well, in his right mind.
Oh, of course. I can see what I can do.
If you suspect he is not, be very careful with his device. That device could be a problem.
What do you mean by problem?
He's a good man. He's driven. He's self-centered in his way, but in his heart of hearts, he is a good man. Sometimes he creates things because he can. He is seeking something within himself, a sense of perfection, and that gets him into trouble. I'm not entirely sure of what this device is, but if he is requesting the assembly to find a way to destroy it, then it must be destroyed.
Okay. Well, pardon me for asking, but what makes you think that we can do anything about that? Especially if it's not able to be destroyed. I mean, and I must tell you that one of the members of our party really doesn't like it when items are destroyed or hurt or lost or in any way. We really shouldn't. You know, I don't want to stress them out.
Your Gesto party member.
Yes.
They will understand with time if they do not want to see this thing destroyed.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll come to terms with it.
Okay. Well, listen, I'm sure we'll do our best. And I guess I'm still not certain why we're here, though. I mean, we really, that's all we're here to do is just destroy a thing?
You're here to look after it, to take care of it, to ensure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands before you're able to figure out what to deal with it. It is a task that, in the past, perhaps we would have given to the military, or perhaps one of my archivists would have dealt with it, or... Felsenhort is a beautiful city, a country, and I've been around for a long time. I can sense when something is afoot. At the moment we have a blight. We have war. There is a rip, a tear in the very ground of the blighted lands to the north of our country that is spreading out and will eventually consume us, that we haven't dealt with, that Aurora haven't dealt with, that Invictus Concordia created. There are many fish to fry, and at the moment our hands are full with the plague, with the thieves, with the problems with the gangs that are tearing a hole in our city, just as the blight is doing to the island. The country is in pain. You understand? There aren't many to take these jobs that we can trust. And it is the trust that we place in you, not the skill set.
Well, thank you for placing your trust in us.
You were
Since
tested.
that goes both ways, we trust that you're not going to send us out there to our death. Hopefully.
She's stone faces you.
Then
Then I
or
suppose
not,
I
you
shall
know,
put the same...
we'll make do with what we have.
Well,
Here. She takes a piece of paper and hands it to you.
this is his address. You'll find him in Darktown, the Undercity in the Tinkerer's District.
And does it say the full name or address on it?
Yeah, it's got like an address that is Alden's Smithy, Tinkerer's District, like a road name, but I don't know it off the top of my head, so...
we find Olden and then what?
This is his quest. We are, after all, a guild, and you are adventurers. We are simply facilitating the quest giver with the appropriate people, and you have been selected.
Okay. And Brula kind of leans over the edge and looks out at the seagulls and the view. I think we're ready for adventure.
Miss Yerno, this island is wounded. Let us not bleed it anymore.
Of course. Thank you for trusting us.
Well, good luck. And I think you should put your thanks towards Mr. Lambrecht, who tested you so thoroughly, as I understand.
Right, Lambrecht. Yes, of course. And Brula just looks nervous as hell. Okay.
Best of luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna go back inside to the party.
Yeah. You turn around, the other three are just finishing up their conversations as well. And the three of you are from that point on just basically completely ignored by the council. There's several other members in here. People bustling around, moving around. The High Archivist, who was looking out over the ocean, spends a minute or two looking out again, and then she returns to a pile of books that she sort of nestles into like a hamster and opens one of them and begins reading. The four of you are then led out, where you are brought to Joe again, who says, "All right, follow me. I'll lead you back outside."
Brula chatters. I got a thing. Look. It says his name. This is where we're supposed to go. What did you guys learn?
Right down here. Left ahead.
I'm currently fiddling kind of nervously with my armor and... I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
I think it went really well. I think maybe we found our purpose. This is a very important thing that we must do.
Yeah.
And I turned to Rio. Are you going to be able to join us?
Rio, he's mumbling to himself. Can you speak to us?
Dang it, I did it again.
That's canon now. You mumble to yourself.
Every time I forget to unmute the mic, it means Rio's just staring off into the distance, and you have to snap him out of it. And learn much? Well, the box is important, but we already knew that. But I can tell you this: nothing's touching it.
Are you going to be able to join us?
Oh yeah, I'm coming along, and nothing's getting near that box without my say-so.
Oh, thank goodness. That's so exciting.
The cool kids are back together.
Back together.
Let's do this. We've got a box to figure out how to break, right? What's on that paper, Brula?
Well, and she turns around and flips it. Here, look, a name and an address.
Oh, this
Fancy.
is fantastic.
Go?
Oh, wow. Isn't that's the Tinkerer's area of town, right? How long is it going to take us to get there?
That's a good question.
Half hour, 45 minutes, max.
Walking?
It's not too far.
Unless you have a horse.
No. Do I look like I own a horse? Okay.
Yeah, so it is back out the way you came, back down the same way you came up to the upper city, and then you head into the undercity, which is the large part of the city which lives underneath the upper city, sometimes called Dark Town because it's always shady, and it is shady in both ways. There's gangs aplenty down here. The City Watch presence is very low. There is a mafia, like a Yakuza down here known as Sist that run everything. That's with an E on the end. However, it is also where a lot of the Vianthrosite processing takes place, because there are mines that run all underneath the city and spread quite far out from the city as well. There's insane warrens of tunnels, and several of the main access points are at this part of the city, which is why it's the Vianthrosite refinery and the Tinkerer's district and the mining square. You also find the Dwarves Guild here. Maybe you took quests from them once upon a time. Probably not. They're horrible quests where you have to go down into tunnels and kill horrific creatures. The Sanctioned Hand love it. So
Brula
you
never
I was
has.
gonna say, I know that.
Brula.
But you know the way. You know the way to the area. It's a famous area. The Tinkerer's district and the mining area isn't quite as awful as the northern part of the Undercity here, which is pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, it must be pretty, a big deal if they kind of, I guess they interviewed us twice, right?
Yeah.
Lambrecht, then again, and now we're actually gonna go meet the Tinkerer.
I do wonder if we've been tested multiple times.
It does feel like that. Like there's something that they're not telling us. And I don't think we're supposed to destroy it. Or at least that's not what I was told. Maybe just take care of it.
What did they tell you?
Can I roll insight to see if Brula remembers who she just talked to?
You can. I'll give you the information just because these people are famous. You would. It's like you just spoke to Obama. You know what I mean? Like you would remember. Wow. Then it's fine. That was High Arcanist Sylvia. So all of this information, by the way, Sylvia Grayswitch, is available for you in your little handouts. And maybe I can show the stream. I'll see if I can show the stream too. If you go over to your little handouts, you'll see Vayfall info. No, city. Oh, is that why? Hang on. You have the city one? Maybe this is why you don't have it. Velzenhort info. Yeah, there you go. Wow, just missing a major thing that I thought you had access to the whole time. Okay, so you have access to New Runenstein and other towns. In New Runenstein, you have a little handout thing that tells you all about New Runenstein, the Republic, the Assembly and the Arbiter, as well as the names and members of the Assembly, with High Arcanist Sylvia Grayswitch, Biel Valnala, Archivist Nox Nakaro, 12 gold pieces, Big Bok, and all of the different characters in there. One of them is called Dimdar Din, PB. It was the orc that you spoke to. And then there's just other information about Upper Runenstein, Lower Runenstein, Deep Runenstein, the tunnels. So you should have access to that. But yeah, you would know who you spoke to. So you spoke to High Arcanist Sylvia, a very, very famous, unbelievably powerful mage.
Okay. Yes, Sylvia was telling me that this item, it actually just, we need to figure out what to do with it, and that maybe we would know, but it doesn't feel right. It almost feels like, you know how our other quest had such, well, do this, and obviously it was this, and flashback to some very not obvious things, but I think we are going to be okay.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like
we're
now
made
would
for
be a good time to bring up that during my interview, I wasn't entirely truthful.
What?
Okay, it's not a big thing, but
you lied to the council.
I didn't lie. I was just kind of economical.
What do you think? What do you think? Well, wait. Hold on. Back up. What do you mean? If you're not being truthful, then you're lying.
It was a little lie. It was Okay, so I don't actually know if it's a lie.
What? Okay.
She asked if there was going to be a problem with her hiring us, and I said no. And then
that's not a lie.
Except that she also asked if I had any problems with anybody in the Shield Maidens or the Sanctioned Hand. And I don't. But I don't think my first shield liked me very much. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. But we just didn't see entirely eye to eye. And I don't know. I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay, well, what was the lie? I mean,
just that I told her it was fine, and I didn't mention it. And she asked if I would have a problem with Meryl, and I said no. And I don't. I don't have a problem with Meryl, but she might have a problem with me.
If you don't have a problem with Meryl, but Meryl has a problem with you, then it sounds like you didn't lie at all. We're in the clear.
Okay,
I've decided.
Okay.
We're
Thank
okay.
you, Tooth.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's the truth, and there's a lie, and then sometimes there's just not saying more than you need to. I think you just didn't really say more than you needed to.
Exactly. I just... Maybe she
We call
forgot
that
who I
biting your
was.
tongue.
My what?
Well, you call that biting your tongue when you don't say more than you need to do, or if you're not asked, you don't say anything.
Okay.
We say, but you bite your tongue.
Okay, yes, I bit my tongue.
Exactly.
You'll be fine. We're going to, it's all right. We're all going to be great.
Yeah, my interview, I got a different impression. It almost sounded like we're only looking after this thing temporarily, and I kind of thought the Tinkerer was going to tell us how to get rid of it, or at least that's what it sounded like when I talked to Bach.
All right, we're here, back at the entrance. Well, I guess it's an exit for you. Thank you so much for visiting the council halls.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Fascinating piece of work.
Hi.
Incredible. I've never seen
love your
a
hat.
Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Okay, bye, Joe.
You too.
Goodbye.
You see Joe move over to a group of very burly looking men. 3 men in very simple kind of leather armors. Huge great swords on one of them's back, a great axe on the other. He says, "Oh, you guys must be the big boys. Come with me, big boys. You have been hired by the assembly. Just follow me. All the way through here is the council hall. Usually the council, you'll see them on the right." And he leads another group of adventurers into the council hall, and you guys are led out of the gates.
Suddenly I don't feel so bad about our name.
No. I've never
the cool
before
kids
in my
is
life.
pretty great. I like being cool.
Those were some big boys, to be fair.
Yeah, and we're cool.
They took themselves too literally.
Yeah.
I look at Rio. Oh, we're pretty big boys too, don't you think?
I suppose.
It's true. And Brula claps you on the shoulder, Alinus. Look at these shoulders.
I am not walking around with my shoulders up the way that I used to be. If anything, my posture is a lot less impressive than what you would remember from 6 months ago.
I think I'm still very. I'm
still pretty tall, but a little slouched.
Our party is basically 2 people up here and 2 people down here.
Oh yeah, you kept saying
medium.
Alinus. You kept saying Alinus is very tall, but you never said how tall. How tall are you?
I'm about 6 foot, so quite tall, 5'11", 6 foot. Quite tall for a woman, not especially tall for a shield mitten, but pretty average for a shield mitten. So you're still taller than me.
Oh, yeah, you're still pretty scary too, from the sound of it. You're probably the more impressive looking of the two at the moment, just because Rio's my persona right now is a little subdued.
He's slouching. Do you guys head to the Tinkerer's district?
Yeah, I think
we go straight there.
I think, we're headed straight there. And I'm probably just walking and talking. That's the impression I got as well, that we'd be proper custodians, Custo style. And, would take care of it and make sure that it is safe from the wrong hands or any other hands other than the ones that it belongs to. And then if it's time to find its way, then we help it do that. but I'm not worried because as soon as we get there, I'll just talk to it and see what it wants.
Yeah.
And ask it how to say goodbye.
That's a good plan. And then it can tell you where it needs to be.
Exactly. What could go wrong?
Well, we shouldn't delay then. I guess let's go.
Yeah, especially if it
Brula's
turns
like
out
speed
to be...
walking alongside Toof, with trying to keep up with you guys also.
I'm walking very slowly and yet still.
Still keeping up with us, yeah.
Yeah, kind of accidentally taking the lead, walking slowly. Well, I wonder... They made it sound like the thing might be kind of dangerous, so yeah, we should get there quick.
Are you gonna bite your tongue with your mum?
I mean, she said not... She was terrified of me coming back. We were lucky I made it home the first time. And I don't blame her. So I promised her I wouldn't take on any more, directly combative type missions. But this isn't a job. I'm like, we're not storming a pirate ship or claiming a bounty on a dangerous fugitive. So we're just holding a box, right? How dangerous could it be?
Hey.
Flashback to 6 months ago of that being my exact comment. The first time, how dangerous could it be?
How dangerous
can
it be?
Go watch the prequel episodes; they're really good.
We'll get to that. The four of you make your way back down through the city, and then instead of heading over towards the eastern side of town, you kind of move underneath the city and into what at first is the area known as Dockside, which is just an area that's built around the inner dock where the water comes in as part of the river, not the outer sort of port area, with smaller boats, fishing boats and such. You move through Dockside into an area known as South Wall, past the City Watch House. This is like a big jail house as well, and into the mining square, past the huge Vianthrosite refinery, which is this absolutely ridiculously large building that also goes underground very deeply. Incredibly loud under here. As you're moving past that refinery, you can't hear each other speak. It's just constant, like, industrial sounds. And then you get away from that a little towards the Tinkerer's District and start looking around. I guess whoever wants to make me a perception check or an investigation check can.
Is it okay if I do it?
Oh yeah, we should let Tooth do it.
Okay. You said perception, right?
You can do perception or investigation.
Okay, I'll do perception, please. 16.
Yeah, you pretty easily make your way through this district, and you're looking for the address on the piece of paper that you were given. Eventually you come to this very rundown looking smithy. For someone who's known as this sort of like famous arcane tinkerer, this master, there's a very rundown looking building with a sign outside that is still barely hanging. It just says Alden Smithy. A lot of these companies are like, there are huge tinkering companies and artificers in town that work on lots of contracts. They're making absolute bank. They are full capitalistic approach to this. And for a master tinkerer to just have like a simple forge maybe comes as a bit of a shock to the four of you. The place looks completely abandoned. It looks so abandoned, the front door is open as you approach it. It's just half open, and you can see very clearly inside. You can also see from the open doorway that the forge there is cold. A bunch of tools laying around kind of just haphazardly. Not like the place was like robbed, just untidy, you know. What do you do?
Barula steps inside the door. Hello? And checks the paper. This is the right place, I think.
Brula steps inside. 3 other heads appear around the doorway like Scooby-Doo style.
Yes.
You see Brula as you step in, and then 4 of you as maybe you get close to Brula as well as you move into this room, that like the forge is like cold. There's a set of rooms that sprout off from this main forge with this small little shop as well to one side. All of the countertops in here are dusty. You can see through to another room on the right-hand side of the forge that has like a bedroom in it, and beyond that you can kind of make out there's a living room, probably some sort of like little kitchen in there as well. However, you also notice in here there are strange little devices that are like whizzing and whirring on the shelves. Every now and then a little spark of purple, the vianthrosite crystals that are being tinkered into these things, will activate around this room. You step in and say hello, and the this sparking vianthrosite mechanical arm twists, turning over a few times, and then falls still. Sparks of purple running over the top of your head. However, when you shout hello from a doorway, the doorway with the bedroom in it, a small face appears. Mustache sort of twitching, eyes peering at you, and then a man steps out suddenly. He appears to be a halfling in his maybe late 70s, something like that, 60s, 70s, 80s, getting old. He's about 3 feet tall, very large nose, a shock of white hair under a leather cap which has these adjustable goggles on top of them. He's wearing these greasy overalls with underneath an apron with all of these little tools in it and a tool belt around his waist. He's got very thick gloved hands, and he kind of just waves like this as he's walking out, like a no sign, and he says,
"Customers, now we're closed. Nothing to sell. All out. Clear out."
We're not buying. We're looking for we're looking for Alden.
Never heard of him.
We're not customers.
Right.
We're here to
we
help.
have something.
Help with what?
And Brulo steps forward. Well, we were sent here. We're looking for. And she shows him the paper. That name. You say you've never heard of that name, but this is the address.
Alden. That's me.
Brulo looks at the group. Great. So look, we're not here to buy anything, but we were hoping maybe you could give us some insight. You see, we're on a quest.
Who sent you?
We were just sent from the guild. And Brula starts immediately getting nervous and flustered.
The assembly sent us over here to deal with a box problem.
Finally, yes. You're here for the lost second.
Is that the name of this thing?
What?
Yes. Follow me. Quietly. Very quietly.
Title drop.
What does he mean?
He scurries off.
Gotta be the name of the item, right?
He scurries off into the back room, through a bedroom. Do you guys follow him?
Yeah, Brula immediately starts tiptoeing because he said quietly.
Yes, and I'm trying, but I am very not quiet.
He disappears into this back room, and you guys follow him through this just messy set of rooms, like just chaos, dust everywhere. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned in months. And you move into a room that is kind of like a living room. There's like a table, a sort of a couch-looking thing. But as you move into the room, he seems to have completely vanished. Who was leading the way? Who followed him first?
Brula did, I think.
Give me a perception check.
Alinus would be immediately behind.
You can both give me perception checks.
Okay.
I think I get advantage on perception checks. Let me just double check. I believe I do. Yes.
Well, Brula rolled a 3.
Okay.
Alinus rolled an 18.
He is behind a cabinet. Brula, you can't see him. Alinus, he's clearly hiding, but like really poorly. Like he's hiding like like this, like standing really still, and pretend like he thinks he's really well hidden. You can tell it's like a child. He's just standing dead still.
I look at him and go, I can see you, by the way.
Ah, great. Excellent.
Oh,
Just
and
checking.
Brula gets scared. What do you mean? He just appeared out of nowhere.
He was hiding
He's
very well,
behind
Brula.
He's behind a short thing. It's the height difference. Like, Linus can just clearly see him, but Brula can't see over the table.
I'm quite clearly lying as well. I'm just like, yeah.
He's obviously not in this room.
He says, okay, all right. He turns around and he puts his hand to a brick on the wall. He pushes the brick and you hear a kind of mechanical crunching sound from behind the wall. Then you hear the wall itself, like bricks in the stone. Great. And then a little sort of hatch opens in the wall. He pulls from the hatch a circular object, maybe the size of a grapefruit, but it's wrapped in multiple sheets of cloth. And he pulls the thing out, greasy cloth, and he moves across the room towards you guys. And he puts it down on a table that has like 4 or 5 plates and bowls on that have like food that is beyond rotted, like it was left there months and months ago. He pushes one of the bowls out of the way and then places this item on the table. And he says,
Right. First things first. You work for me now, right? That's how it works? Is that how it works? I don't own you, but you work for me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Great. So you have to do what I say.
Within reason.
So, yeah, sort of.
All 4 of you need to touch that.
What will
all
happen
4
when we do?
of us? And Brilla looks at Toof.
Might I inquire what touching that is going to do?
Attune you to it.
I'm also now looking at Tooth.
And I look at him, and I kind of gesture with my mage hand, Merple.
he puts his hand up towards Merple as if to do a high five.
Merple will high five.
He goes,
Absolutely. She's got a mind of her own a little
Don't
bit.
worry.
Oh,
It's perfectly attunable for a guesto with a mage hand.
Oh, good.
All right.
Great.
As I'm leaning in to put my hand on the thing first, I'm kind of looking to the other 3 and just kind of mouthing the words, "We work for the assembly, not this guy." But I will go ahead and put my hand on it.
I'll reach out.
Technically, they're just the middlemen. They're connecting the people to the quest giver, which is, I guess, him now, right?
Yep. Kind of both. You work for both.
Yeah, well, it's...
Well, I don't know, the way the assembly was talking, or at least what they told me was like, keep an eye on this guy, he's eccentric. It sounds more like I work for, at least my interview made it sound like we're here to babysit this guy, but we work for the assembly. But I guess everyone's like came out of the meeting feeling a little different.
A little bit different, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, if you're leaning down to touch it, I go, Rio, wait. You have to introduce yourself.
No time to introduce yourself. You got to be bloody quick. Touch it, quick.
Hi, I'm Doof. It's very nice to meet you the last second.
I put my hand
Can I
on.
touch you?
He looks at all of you and says,
You're touching cloth.
What?
You got to touch the lost second.
and he whips the cloth off of the thing. And underneath it is this crazy looking thing that kind of rolls across the table towards you. It's a sort of a lattice of all of these darkened metal bands that create this sort of outer sphere. You can see multiple layers of this thing, concentric circles, these rings that are slightly offset, riveted at these precise kind of intervals. There are all of these like metal tool marks, heat scoring. At the center of it, as soon as the cloth comes off, you see a Vianthrosite arcane stone core pulsing, and it's kind of irregular, twisting and turning. He says,
There, touch that, quick, quick.
I think as I'm reaching towards it, like halfway out, I think I stop and retract my hand. What does this thing do? Last time I touched an
Touch it, and then I
artifact,
can explain, because we haven't got a lot of time.
Brula reach out and she just puts her hand on,
Same.
slaps it on there like Simon.
I look to Rio, eyes wide, like, come on.
I think there's like a very visceral reaction to me having to reach out and touch an artifact. Okay, and I touch it after some pretty obvious hesitation.
As soon as your hand touches it, Alden says, I, Alden, transfer ownership of the lost second to these 4 idiots.
Oh, I'm free of it, thank God. Don't worry, it's not cursed. Oh,
Then
but you are attuned to
you
it.
need to be free of it.
Oh, the bastard thing. Oh, well, great. Now it's your responsibility, right? That's what I pay you for?
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean it's ours? You're giving it to us?
Ah, I don't want that thing anymore.
What? No!
Yes, yours.
So,
But
why
did you wanted it destroyed?
Oh, yes,
I thought we were supposed to be custodians.
you are.
I thought we were supposed to
I
take
guess
care
we
of
are
it.
now.
Please,
No,
Like a-
custodian is different from owning it. Do I get fatter?
Do you get fatter?
Do I get bigger?
Why would you get bigger?
Because I own it now, technically. Do I grow in size?
Yeah.
How fat do I
Is
get?
it obvious?
Pretty
Yeah,
fat.
does this happen before the party dies? Like,
Do you have to roll for fat?
I just puff out?
Pretty unbelievable thing, yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Toof, are you okay?
I assume you might know this, but maybe not. Okay, so I look down and I'm like, oh my God, and I feel my double, triple. How bad is it, Brad? Like, how big is it? Like, is this a big deal? Like, do I have double,
Pretty big
triple
deal.
chins now? Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. So I like feel down and I'm like, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no.
what? Oh,
The device makes us fat?
Brula looks down.
oh no.
Would I know this?
Doesn't make you fat, I tell you that much. It doesn't weigh. That thing's gonna make you thin. You'll be gone before you know it.
Is it stealing time from us? Oh my God.
No, that's ridiculous. Great concept.
Oh, don't give him ideas.
He grabs a sheet of paper and starts writing on it.
No.
Oh no.
Stealing
Toof, are you
time
okay?
from people.
Is everything
Right.
all right?
How would you actually
Yes,
calculate
it's
that?
just, I know you're not, you haven't had a lot of experience with Custo, but,
Not really.
our size is directly proportionate to our hoard value.
Oh.
So now that I'm not a custodian of this and I actually own it,
That must be very valuable then.
how am I gonna walk?
Maybe if you three say, what's your name?
And points at you, Tooth.
Toof.
Tooth is just a custodian, but is still one of us. Say that. Say it to the lost second.
I look at the lost second. Tooth is a custodian and is one of us.
Tooth, you shrink.
Oh, I have to give it up. I think I have to relinquish it myself. But I look down and I start to shrink, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
We're talking to a box.
Excuse me, the name is the Lost Second. Rio, you know better.
Right, yeah, sorry, we're talking to a sentient box named the Lost Second. Alden, what does this thing actually do?
Well, I suppose since we're here, I'll tell you what it does. You may need a little context. And it's not a great story, really, but This thing is a commission. And the bastard who commissioned it is a real piece of work. And you're not gonna like this.
He looks to you, Tooth.
In a way, it kind of belongs to him.
Oh, no.
But here's the thing. I used my stuff to build it. So that means it's mine, right?
I don't think I'm gonna buy my dog, actually.
Yeah. Legally speaking, I'll take it up with the council. But he's a thief, and a bastard, and a murderer. And I don't want him to have this thing. So it's very important, I think, that you make sure that he doesn't get a hold of it. Alright? Number 1. 2. What did you want to know?
What does this thing actually do? If we're gonna take
This
it off your
thing
hands,
is as close to perfection as I've ever made anything. You have to understand, the only thing I've ever wanted in my life is to make something perfect. I don't need the money. I don't need the fame. I want something that is perfect. Perfect. Do you understand what perfection is? Do you?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't,
right?
because you haven't seen it. Do you know why you haven't seen it? Because I haven't bloody made it. This is as close as I've ever gotten. But it's not perfect, and the fucking thing doesn't work. And that's a problem. Because this fucking thing is fucking everything up. Quite bad.
What,
So what's
what,
it supposed to do?
Let me take you back to the beginning. I was born right here in the city.
That might be a little too far.
That's
You're right.
probably
Far
maybe
back.
a little too far back.
That's far back.
Maybe start with when he commissioned it and why.
I went to see a play at the Ebon Quill. And it was such a wonderful play. It was called The Grandfather and the Potted Plant. Perhaps you've heard of it.
Can Brula roll insight for that?
You absolutely may roll me a history check. With
History.
advantage.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Just a 14.
14's good enough. What's it about? The grandfather and the potted plant.
Well. Oh! That's the one where he has 20 grandkids and they all fight for the garden, right?
The garden.
Yes, of course. Yes, and then the
beautiful.
one has to like yeah, I remember that one.
Bloody kills him at the end.
Right, yes. Oh, that was a very
Hilarious.
bloody one, yes.
Spoilers.
I've never seen anything so moving. And I wanted to create something that evoked that feeling in others. So I created my first device, which was that.
And he points back through the forge to the arm at the door that's just like twisting around and sparking.
Ooh.
What?
He says,
It's very cool.
Yes, that's alive. Would you believe that?
Yes.
Yes.
All things are alive.
Well, alive.
What's its name?
I don't know.
What?
I just call it Arm.
Well, I guess then that's its name.
It watches the door.
Hi, Arm. I'm Toof.
I thought I was going to be the greatest tinkerer there ever was. Everyone's going to want an arm. You know, an extra arm on your back that does things. Guess what?
Like a mage hand?
he points to the mage hand.
Everyone's already bloody got one. Who wants to strap a hunk of metal and wood to their back when you can just learn the easiest cantrip there is? Who do you know that hasn't got a mage hand?
I don't have one.
Oh, come on.
I don't have one either.
Grow up.
I also don't have one.
Ridiculous. You could pick it up in an afternoon.
Merple okay.
So,
We all just look like a bunch of kids, like no mage hand.
Grow up killed me.
So how did you go from the arm to the lost second?
Roll me perception checks, everyone, please.
Ooh, for heaven's sakes. We've just been trying to figure out what this does.
He's dodged the question of what it does 4 times now. I'm gonna get him to answer it.
I got a 17.
17. What number did you have to beat here? 15. Who got higher than a 15?
Linus did.
Linus.
Linus.
You hear someone arcane incanting nearby.
Oh.
You hear like a and I think like the other, no one else hears. You know, he continues speaking.
So, then I decided to build something out. What?
What is that? Does no one else hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
Whispering? No?
The room falls magically dark. Magical darkness spreads through the smithy. Then you hear windows smashing all around the smithy. One of them in the room just next to this, the hallway that you ran through. You hear a few glassy footfalls and then silence. Everyone prepared to roll initiative. Let me drag you over to the smithy. I'm going to drag you in here, and then I'm going to figure out how the darkness spell works.
Can I yell out before anything happens?
Yeah, what do you yell?
I would like to hold my hammer, which I've been carrying in my hand, up in the air. And I'd like to say, Toof, get Murple to hold on to the end of this!
Okay, I don't even hesitate. I do exactly what you say.
You guys are in this room.
That's a lot of dudes, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of dudes.
But currently, you are blind.
Are they big guys?
So we can't use...
They're not.
We can't use dark vision?
No, this is magical darkness, and I am going to
Magical.
attempt to place exactly where it is. Now, should I have tested this before the premiere of my brand new campaign? Yeah. Did I? Nah.
This has been straight fire, so don't even worry about it. This is a very
Let's
cool
see.
map.
I've got 2 mages
Fuck.
who should be able to cast me a darkness spell. One right there. And then one right there.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay.
I think we might be in trouble.
So, you are engulfed in darkness. I am going to create a very unbalanced encounter for you.
Oh, I love it. I'm ready.
So, if you right click on your little crossed swords on the right hand side of your screen there, you
That's a
will
big list.
be able to bring out the encounter tracker, and you should be able to roll for your characters. Here come all of my NPCs.
That's a lot of dice.
Holy shit. My long rest didn't work, sir. Could you maybe do it for me? Here.
Yeah, you should be able to do it. You can't do it.
It wouldn't let me do it. Hold on. Let me just see if I can. There we go. It still didn't work, but I guess that's fine.
What do you mean it didn't work?
It's not filling up my hit points, sir.
Do you still have
You've got
age
5
from...
temporary hit points, that's why.
Yeah, you can remove those.
Why
That
do
was
I
from
have
my
that?
spell. From session 0.
From our session 0.
Perfect.
Alright. This place is, from everyone else, from our viewer perspective, there are straight up classic looking assassins breaking through the windows. Hoods up, masks over their noses, dressed entirely in black, little swords, little bows and arrows, little daggers, and they're jumping through windows, and then a few footfalls over glass, and then into the darkness. We see a couple of these guys moving through and into the room that you guys are in. Brula, from behind you, there is a sound of a door kind of creaking open, almost imperceptible. You are in absolute magical darkness. This means unless you have the ability to cast a spell that lets you see in magic darkness, or maybe you're a very specific creature that can see through magical darkness, or you have some sort of device like all of these guys have got to allow them to see in magical darkness, you are essentially blind. You're under the blind condition. Behind you, an assassin is going to target and attempt to stab you with a short sword.
Oh dear.
He has advantage because you're blind. Let me double check the blinded condition before I do this. You guys will fail any checks that require sight. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and you have disadvantage while you are in this darkness. Okay.
Okay.
Attacking you. 21 against your AC.
Ooh. Hang on a second. Where do I find that? I think it's 13. Yeah.
All right.
It's a hit.
In this darkness, this all happens like super quickly. Alinis reacting suddenly to a sound, and then darkness falling, a couple of smashing pieces of glass. As you guys like turn, maybe reach for weapons or something like that, almost immediately, Brula, you feel I guess it would feel like being punched in the back at first. It would feel like you were punched in the back.
A sound of her instrument, like.
Yeah. You are punched in the back, and then you feel the sensation of like warm blood spreading out across your back here, because this is going to deal 16 damage to you.
Ow.
You are concentrating on something. What? It's not the calm emotions, is it still? Maybe it is.
Drop that.
Yeah, it's probably over. This is 7 piercing damage and 9 poison damage that you're taking.
No!
These are poisoned swords. Brula,
how am I concentrating? How do I not concentrate?
So you go into your features or effects, the little lightning tab, and it'll tell you what you're concentrating on. You can either right click it, or it just has a little.
On calm emotions. Okay.
Yeah, it would be over by now.
Go. Okay.
A sword is pushed into your back here.
You hear like Brula kind of like being brought to her knees, like, ow!
Alden in the darkness screams out,
It's him! No matter what! Do not let it fall into his hands! It must be destroyed!
And you hear the scurrying of him kind of moving around. The next... I need to click on this one. The next guy. Where are you? You are in here. I don't think you can make it. I need you to go. That's a door. He can get to here. He can then get over here. He dashes in to the doorway. Tooth, you're maybe aware of like a presence nearby.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of a presence?
Just that sensation of like someone being nearby.
Okay.
To the area to the south of you. Rio, another same situation basically as Brula here, as somebody is going to attempt to strike at you. A 20, a dirty 20.
A 20 will hit.
Okay. You have any bullshit before I apply damage?
Not that I can think of.
Same thing then.
What about your cloak? Sorry, I'm panicking.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out why either my fighting style or my cloak is not correctly setting my AC, but a 20 would still hit me either way.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Write it down. We'll figure it out. Okay, the same situation as Brula then. In this darkness, it drops a smash of glass, and then suddenly something strikes you from behind, and you immediately recognize the sense, I think, of a blade striking you. It is going to deal a grand total of 13 damage to you, and this is 3 piercing, but 10 poison. More of a glancing slice with this sword this time, but the poison is what is really causing the damage to you. Another one rushing through. This one finding you, Alinus. This assassin is going to bring out a short sword, and he is going to attempt to strike you with advantage. A little lower. 15?
He does not hit.
Why do you think that is? What do you think happens here? Because he can see you in this darkness.
It's probably that he was unlucky and glanced off the more reinforced part of my armor, missing the slightly softer parts.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a heads up. It was you before anyone else was reacting, and I think because of that you were turning more maybe.
Yeah.
And he catches
Maybe
like
I'm
a
moving
pauldron
slightly.
or something, and you know then you hear though the sound of a blade, and you feel it running against your armor. There's someone right next to you with a blade in this darkness. Last assassin is down here. He is gonna dash all the way up to this doorway. Then it is your turn, Brula.
In the darkness, you can't see anything. We can't see anything, but you just see this kind of faint outline of Brula, like still clutching her back. She stands up, and there will probably be a little bit of staggering, like, ugh! And in the midst of all of the chaos, she's going to attempt to do a quick healing word on herself. By the power of saliva! And uses healing word.
Okay.
Let's see what we get.
10 healing
I think
damage.
I healed for 10.
You do.
And we see her kind of straighten up a little bit more, like, oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Where is everyone? Allie?
Am I allowed to respond?
Yeah.
Okay. Brew, are you okay?
No. Yes. No. And that'll be her turn.
You so healing word is a bonus action, so you can take another action.
Ooh, okay.
Each of your spells has like a tag that will tell you the casting time. So there are some that will say action, some that will say bonus action, some that will say reaction. Some have different things.
I am going to attempt to cast light.
You can't cast 2 spells in a turn.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the future.
Light doesn't use a spell slot, does it? So she could.
Oh, you're doing light, the cantrip?
But
Then,
also,
yeah.
I feel like as a spellcaster, you would probably know that light does not nullify. Like, the light is a cantrip, and darkness is a higher level spell. Cantrip can't overpower it, so your light would not penetrate this darkness.
Okay. Maybe that's what she would attempt to cast it, but she's just like, nothing's happening. So I think her first step would be to panic, whatever that looks like. How do I roll for panic?
Roll me a d20. Or a con save, or a wisdom save, maybe.
Perhaps wisdom save. She would be way too fortified. Wisdom. Let's roll a wisdom save. Hold up. At disadvantage.
So you have to beat a 10.
Oh my god, at disadvantage? Okay, yeah, definitely a 1.
Yeah. You start
Panic
panicking.
and smack him with your loot.
And she takes her loot, just like, get off of me!
You can attempt to hit him with a loot. There goes my voice. We knew it was going at some point. I'm actually so impressed it hasn't gone before this. My voice has been slowly vanishing for 3 days. Let me give you, I think you can use your loot as an improvised weapon if you want.
Okay. Then that is what she will do. She will absolutely try and 360 swing this thing around.
It's gonna be a critical hit, I hope.
Let me drag this onto your sheet real quick. Yeah, I probably will make you roll for breaking loot at some point.
Okay.
You have a dagger and a great club and unarmed strike, but yeah, use the loot. So on your sheet, you should see an improvised weapon under your inventory.
Yes.
Target who you want to hit.
I guess it'll be this lad right behind me. So I'll target him, and I'll roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, you
see what happens.
Currently blind.
She flails.
7 against this guy is for sure a miss. Yeah. I think that like we see these assassins in the darkness, whereas Brula just kind of swings wildly towards the area where she suspects him to be. We see him very easily move out of the way. He has a device over one of his eyes that we can see is giving him that kind of Sam Fisher night vision, and he sees that attack coming and just he's very dexterous. He moves out of the way of it like a cat in this darkness, and then brings out his sword as if he's going to come after you with another strike. But yeah, you can that'll be the end of your turn, I presume.
Yep.
Okay. Alden is going to scurry under this table, and that's what he's doing. He drops to the ground and just starts crawling around on the ground, saying, "Don't let him get his hands on it! Don't let him!" And you hear the sound of a chair pushing over, and we see him scurry under a table. He's a little more aware of his surroundings because it's his house, so he kind of figures his way to the table, but it doesn't stop him from banging his head on the chair as he scurries under it. Let me remind myself of what Alden can do stuff, by the way, but no.
He's choosing not to.
He's choosing not to. That's exactly it. I'm like, this bastard.
Oh yeah, and then you know what he does? He casts disguise self on himself, and he turns into a chair that's fallen over. And he's prop hunting.
This man just prop hunted himself.
Yeah.
I can't believe
He gets under the table,
sliding across
the
floor.
And then
unreal.
He puts his hands together and he says a couple of incantation words, and then he just turns into a sideways chair, and is underneath the table as a chair. Okay. I'm gonna roll a quick dice. I'll do it. I'll do it above board for you all. And this is just going to be for the assassins around him. See whether I don't think they're really paying attention to him. I don't think they're aware that he prop hunted for a second. This assassin here, so from outside, some of the assassins are whispering to each other. I'm not sure. I don't think you guys would hear it, but they whisper to each other, and he doesn't move. He doesn't move for now. The mage doesn't. He did his job. He's cast the darkness. He doesn't move for now. So it is Tooth's turn.
Okay. I immediately drop to the floor. With my hand on the wood. And I use my horde sense to find the object. The lost second.
Okay, give me an investigation check. You would have advantage, but I think with the darkness, you...
Do I need it with my horde sense?
Read what horde sense does again for me.
Sure. Let me pull it up. Horde sense. As a bonus action, you have advantage on wisdom, perception, or intelligence investigation checks within 90 feet made to locate hidden objects, caches, or valuables, but not to notice creatures, traps, etc.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Give me it with advantage.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm sorry, I just read that. It is perception as well, right? Okay, yes. I'm gonna do investigation with advantage. Oh my god, double 8s. But 13.
13. Well, did anyone have it? What was the last place it was at? Was it still on the table?
It was on the table. Yeah.
I think it's still on the table. Like, Alden knocked the table a little bit, but I don't think that the thing would have rolled off. So you do recognize that it's still on the table.
Okay, and you said I also sensed somebody near me. Am I able to kind of maybe guess or try to attack at a disadvantage with that sense of presence near me?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
If you want
then
to.
When I hit the ground, my ears perk up. I have a little slight sneer almost as my eyes dilate and get really wide and I make no sound and I'm suddenly sniffing and I think I can smell something behind me and I'm gonna immediately take my hand out and try to make an attack on the person behind me or whoever it is.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna technically target it, but I'll do it at disadvantage.
Brad, is that a wall between Tooth and the assassin, or a shelf, or what are we looking at there?
That is a shelf. This is a wall, but there is a oh wait, no, there isn't a little window. I thought this was a window.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how Tooth and the assassin are fighting.
Yeah, do you know what, Tooth? There isn't a person there. I was zoomed out too far when I looked at that.
I didn't see there was a wall there either. Okay, no worries. I just sense something nearby and danger. Then that's fine. Then I'm not making an attack. I just go and I grab the last second.
Okay, yeah, it would be over probably in this square next to Alinus.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go here, basically by the table. Can I get by and behind Alinus?
Yep.
Okay, then I do that, and I pick up the last second.
Okay. There is a strange sensation when you pick this thing up with the, you know, even through the mage hand's half senses. It's pretty heavy, but there is a strange unrefined arcane energy that is within this thing, that you feel is extremely powerful. And you would get that sense, and really all four of you would have had that sense when you first touched this thing. But yeah, you grab it. Is that the end of your turn?
Well, am I able to sense, you know, or hear that Alinus is fighting with someone, or?
For sure, they're screaming and just
I was gonna say I'd like to try to attack some
swinging.
people, but okay. Then I'd like to attack the one that attacked Brula, if possible, please.
All right, roll me a d4.
Okay.
Clockwise from the top.
1.
All right. Roll me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Could I also? My ally is within 5 feet of it, so I think that cancels out the disadvantage, correct? Because I assume I am also hidden in the dark.
You're not hidden, but you do have what's the rogue bullshit where when someone's nearby you have advantage
on the roll.
Because it's not about being hidden, it's about having advantage.
You can't get sneak attack in the darkness, because advantage and disadvantage nullifying each other would also disable sneak attack.
Is that true? I trust you more than me.
Yeah, I assume I don't get sneak attack, but I assume that I can still roll without the disadvantage, right?
It should still be a disadvantage.
You have disadvantage from the darkness, and then advantage from someone being there, so it would be a normal thing.
So I think it makes a normal roll. So I don't get sneak attack, but I think it's normal.
You don't get advantage from sneak attack. That's the thing.
At all?
No.
What? I think
because
if I
of
have
the
an ally
disadvantage immediately.
Is
that what you're saying?
If you want to look it up, you can. But like you don't.
I just want you to explain it to me.
Sneak attack does not. You don't get advantage. You just get extra damage when you trigger sneak attack. So if you're already at disadvantage from something else, then you're not getting it unless you're like.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the target. Is what she's activating.
Oh, I see.
So you don't.
Which is nullified if you're at disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see. Yep. I see what you're saying. I assumed that the person within 5 feet gave me the advantage, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll roll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fantastic, thank you.
I want to win.
No, I want to learn. I don't want to.
I want us to win.
Yeah, I want us to. I want to earn it. I want to learn. I've never played a rogue before. I'm glad. Thank you.
Every time a rogue comes around, this is how the first few sessions go.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna get him anyway, right?
If the darkness weren't here, you'd be getting your big damage.
You actually do get him. There's a crack of like purple light in this darkness, and then as you fire this weapon. Give me the damage.
Okay. And now I have advantage next time I attack him because I hit him.
10 is still pretty good damage too, even without sneak attack.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I think after it lights up purple for just a second, I am gonna move so that I'm not in the same spot where I fired my weapon.
Okay.
But we do see maybe a little in that flash in the dark, my eyes dilate even further as I recognize the sound of my fire coil hitting this man.
Yeah. There's a from behind you, Brula. Brings us to Rio.
Okay. I think I've just been shanked and I can't see anything.
Full prison shanking happening right now.
There's two shanks, and then I hear a ranged shank, and I don't even know if it's teammates getting shanked or enemies getting shanked. So I'm just gonna move around this guy and get out of this fog that is blinding me. As my first order of business, and then
you stumble into a table.
Ow!
And then
I just kind of shove it out of the way. I'm not having it. Especially if Tooth has already like grabbed the item, I'm just like shoving this dinner table out of my way as I kind of plow through it, and then I really didn't want to show some of this stuff off in the first session, but my allies they're all hidden in the dark, so they can't see what I'm about to do.
You want to DM me what you do?
No, I think the audience would want to hear it, so I'm gonna have to say it one way or the other. But Rio, who is supposedly a fighter, is now just going to Misty Step because I have to ask Brad. I should be able to see through darkness, right? Not I can't see what's in it, but I can see what's on the other side of it, right? Because if you're out at nighttime and there's a dark spot in front of you, but someone's standing at a street lamp, 80 feet away, you can see them.
It depends what it is, because it's a 15-foot radius sphere, so it's a big sphere in this room. So I don't know if you do, because it's like it is meeting either side of the room. It's going down 15 feet and up 15 feet. So I'm not sure if you can see through it.
I guess I'm just asking because I'm asking because I've had DMs rule this spell two different ways. I'm just wondering, not what's in the darkness, but on the other side of it. Like if this area is like a magical black hole, do you allow us to see through it, or is it like a solid wall?
I would say this is a wall, just because it's a big circle of blackness that you wouldn't be able to see through in the room. If you were further back and you weren't in an enclosed space, then you would be able to see around it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Right. In that case, I'm probably not going to do that. I am instead...
In fact, as you burst through this darkness, there's a doorway in front of you, and in the doorway is essentially a ninja just standing there. They bring out a blade, and you see two kind of scowling eyes over a mask, dressed entirely in black, and they sort of seem shocked to see you as you kind of stumble through this darkness. And then also behind you, there is another guy that you are aware is probably there, but not sure exactly where he is. Both of them, however, have this like glass lens over one eye.
Okay. I think I just looked down.
So sorry to interrupt,
Sure.
Brett. Could you just move? I can't move my token, so I didn't get to finish my movement. It's just 10 feet to the right.
There?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Brad, I just want to go on record saying this is the second time that you've thrown a ninja at me in our very first.
I didn't want to call it a
campaign.
ninja because I knew that you would bring up Dustbow. But I also now recognize the pattern.
Yeah, so I am instead
They're assassins,
of doing
okay?
that,
They are very specific assassins that have written BTG on there for a reason.
Okay. I'm going to start by simply swinging at him with my Warhammer, one-handed Warhammer, which is right here. I think given the number of enemies and that I can't see what I'm doing, I'm probably not pulling out the two-hander. I'm swinging my one-hander around. Forgive me as I navigate this menu, because I'm still getting used to it. Here it is, Warhammer Swing. And I am casting Booming Blade on him.
Okay.
Rio suddenly knows magic, somehow.
None of them can see it. None of your party members.
I've rolled a 22. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked Warhammer instead of Booming Blade.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I might be able to see it, but I can't. There's one square of darkness in between.
Booming Blade? Did I do it right? Okay. There it is. Give me the damage. And then I also need to roll the Warhammer damage? Question mark? Where do I oh, it's because I didn't target him, that's why.
Yeah. I can do it. How much damage did you do?
The Warhammer is supposed to do 1d8 plus 4.
Go ahead and roll it. You're targeting the one on your right or the one on your left?
I'm targeting the one I can see.
Okay, the one on the right. So, the Booming Blade does 8 damage, looks like.
So I hit this guy for 7 with a hammer, and he also takes 8 from Booming Blade.
Got it.
So that's
how does it look?
15 total. It looks, as I hit him, like there's an invisible pane of glass almost in front of him, and it shatters as I hit him, and it sounds like the sound barrier being broken.
Nice.
Like it's extremely loud.
You guys hear
probably
this.
everyone in the room hears it.
For sure.
Vividly.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware that it's Will. God damn it, Rio. I saw it in the chat. We have another Will situation. Will was another character that Fairlight played in one of my campaigns. You hear it, but you're not aware that it's Rio necessarily. You're just hearing this crazy boom go off at one side of the room for the rest of you in the darkness. What else do you want to do on your turn?
Right, I forgot my stat modifier, the +4. So it's a total of 19 damage when I hit this guy. And then I'm also using 2 special abilities here at the same time. One, I'm activating Dreadful Presence, which is as soon as I hit somebody, they have to make a Wisdom save, or else they become, quote, flustered, which gives them disadvantage on their saving throws.
All right, here we go.
So he needs to beat a...
He's failed. He rolled a 4.
Okay. So he has disadvantage on his saving throws. I'm also triggering my weapon mastery, which is Topple. So if he doesn't beat a DC 14 strength save, he goes prone. He's getting knocked on his ass.
And he has
he has disadvantage.
And he has disadvantage on the save because he's now flustered.
Yes,
he's failed.
That's what I'm
Just
talking about.
Hits the deck. It like crumples is what happens here, because all of this happens essentially in one go. You launch this attack and there's just this horrendous sound, that sound of smashing glass, the sensation. This person, as your weapon strikes them, just turns inwards on themselves. There's a and then they're just on the ground, upside down, kind of crumpled at an awkward angle. Their legs splay out, and they are rolling over on the ground. They're very, very badly injured, but they are not dead. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What else do you do?
I don't have any more means of hitting
okay.
that guy this turn, but I haven't used my bonus action yet because both of those things I just did were like on-hit effects. So with my bonus action, I'm casting Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay. How does that look?
It's normally it's like a shimmering frost that kind of coats my whole body, but when Rio does it, I think it looks a little darker than usual, like a very cold, ominous shadow is surrounding me and kind of daring them to hit me.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
He dares. He jumps up awkwardly, grunts with pain, and as he's jumping up, he brings this sword upwards and is kind of just staggering back from you and flailing at you wildly with the short sword. So he's going to attempt to attack you because it's his turn now.
Okay.
And I'll give you the attack roll. It is now a normal attack roll. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. An 18 to hit.
An 18 will get blocked by my shield.
Yeah. Okay. Does Armor of Agathis also happen?
I don't believe Armor of Agathis triggers on a block. It's on a dodge. It's only when they hit me. I will double check that because I haven't used this spell in ages.
Yeah.
When it hits me, he didn't hit me. He didn't hit me, so
he just swings and misses, and he's stumbling backwards. I think he probably just crashes into a wall here, gripping, like one arm gripping his side. You've probably shattered a few ribs on him. One of his lungs is probably punctured, and he's wheezing and struggling away from you.
Is he actually moving away from me?
No, he's just standing.
This booming blade will just freaking kill him if he takes a step.
Alinis, your turn. Still in the darkness. All of this chaos going off around you.
First things first, I would try to like reach out to feel if I can feel where Brula is and make sure she's still near me.
All right, roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The D8.
Okay.
You need to get a
7.
Can't find her. And just grasping at the air.
Cast Spirit Guardians, and
it
doesn't specify that I have to be able to see the people that I am designating as safe.
No, I think you can just pick.
Okay. Mechanical question: does that, if he's a chair, can I even protect Alden?
Yeah, if you designate him as somebody that you want to include.
So I will obviously designate all of my friends and I will yell out, Earth and Stone, protect my friends.
Nice.
All
right.
That.
So do these guys have to make this save immediately? I think they do, huh? Oh dear. When the creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom save. So that starts its turn. Well, your turn isn't necessarily over, but...
No, my turn is not over.
No, keep going.
I am also a war priest, so I would like to use my bonus action to swing at the enemy that's tried to stab me.
All right, give me an attack roll with disadvantage. You're still in the dark. There is, in this darkness, these spirit guardians flitting around you.
And I will just yell as I roll. Ah! And then swing with my hammer.
Wing and a miss, just catching darkness. Again, the spirit guardians begin like injuring him, in whatever, I assume these are the divine ones, so this radiant damage is sort of immediately cast around this assassin, but he's still able to see you with this device that he has on, and this warhammer comes swinging towards him, and he sort of just dives out of the way of it, avoiding it barely. The spirit guardians around you begin burning the I think there's 3 of them that are in that in that field, so all of them immediately just start sort of like, you hear them all like, they don't really say any words, but they start falling under the effects of this. Tooth. Yeah.
As a quick question, as a mechanical question. If the spirit guardians start in another creature's space, do they immediately have to make a wisdom saving throw?
I think they do it on their turn. So
any other creature speed.
When the creature
whenever
enters
the
area.
emanation enters a creature's space, does that mean when I cast it, or do I have to have moved it somehow?
No, they have to walk into it or start their turn in the area. So on their turn, these guys will do their saves.
Okay.
Is what's happening here. Tooth, in your mage hand.
Uh-huh.
And you're now out of the darkness.
Yeah.
You see that the...
To clarify, which
Yeah.
I understand the mix-up because I usually insist. I actually grabbed this with my gloved hand.
You have it in your actual hand.
I did not use my mage hand.
Even better. It
too important.
suddenly whirs to life.
What?
Sparks of purple concentric circles. Strange arcane circles pulling away from the metallic circles that start spinning over and over and over, and moving impossibly fast. There is a burst of like arcane energy that comes off of this thing, and it kind of hits you. It's not like it doesn't do any damage, but you feel it like a gust of wind. There are purple pulses, a second burst, a third. For a moment, you feel this thing kind of pull, like there's almost a sense of gravitational pull towards it. You hear this sound as well, like a whirring, a high-pitched whirring. From under the table, Alden, a chair, shouts,
Take it to the item master. He will know what to do.
and this device practically fully activates in your hand. All four of you that are attuned to it suddenly feel time fully pause. A full second passes. The entire world holds still. And then you're transported to the future.
What?
All four of them, as far as we're concerned in this scene, you see this thing activate in Tooth's hand. And then they're gone. 4 bursts of purple energy. And then the 4 of them, plus the orb, leave the scene. But that's not where this scene ends. Alone and surrounded by assailants, Alden breaks his spell. The darkness vanishes, and Alden kind of crawls out with his mustache twitching into a smile. He raises a sort of a gloved hand to his forehead and goes, "Phew." The assassins descend upon him immediately. They grab his arms and drag him away. He's pulled towards one of the doorways. And outside we see a red glowing gem at the end of a cane being spun around. There's a figure moving towards the blacksmith's home with a long cloak on, fine clothing, a top hat, black and white clown makeup, and he's twirling this arcane ruby gemmed cane. Behind him, there is the sound of metallic footfalls, and then steel scraping on stone.
Oh.
This individual walks in. Alden he's sort of like fighting against his assailants at this point, as the assassins are holding him still. This individual walks in and says, "Well, Alden, Mr. Master Tinkerer, welcome back to the city. Now, where's my commission?" And that is where we end today's session.
What the fuck? So good! I fucking loved every second of that. That was the most Final Fantasy shit I've ever been. I'm gonna die!
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, viewers, for
I'm
watching.
just throwing it out there. I'm just going to throw it out there. You said unbalanced encounter. We had those guys, Brad. Let me back in there.
Oh, we did!
let me back in there. We had that
Let
fight.
my spirit guardians at him!
There was more coming.
Okay.
Yeah, scripted encounter, but that's the only one. There will never be another one. This was
that was so good.
this was always going to go
amazing.
this way to a degree. I wanted to see how you did and give you one round.
Jesus.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna record a very quick green room episode. I've run a bit late, and I apologize, players. We're gonna do a green room episode, which is a little 10-minute chat that we do over the table about the episode, and you can watch that if you're a member on our membership page, which is merch.tablestory.tv. Also going live any minute now are 4 session zeros, which is what Fairlight mentioned earlier on. These are canonical pre-show side quests that the party undertook that got a little bit out of hand. We were meant to do 2. They were meant to be like shit. They weren't meant to be. They were just supposed to be like, this is how you use Foundry. And the 4 of them went so ham that it became 4 like full-blown legit episodes. All of them are long as fuck. So there are 4.
And very good, I might add.
There are 4 session zeros that we did that are full in-character sessions, just additional sessions. But if you're not able to grab them, don't worry about it. They're not pivotal to the show. Like they just flesh out the group, how some of them met. How they sort of become a party, some of the setting stuff. A few of the things that may be mentioned in this episode will make a bit more sense. But in terms of like enjoying this campaign, you can watch them or not watch them, and you'll be able to follow along. It's just that we offer additional things on our merch page, which is our green room stuff. We have these 4 session zeros, and they will be going up very shortly. They're uploaded. I just have to set each one of them live for you. We're going to go and record the green room as well.
I have to run a few laps. Can I do that first? I have so much energy in me.
Absolutely.
That was incredible. That was incredible.
I've had 2 hours sleep, by the way.
What? I fucking hate you. Unbelievable.
I have to get out of here. Wack can confirm. I called him at 4:30 last night and was like, I'm still awake. I went to sleep at 7:30 this morning and woke up at 9:45, and that was it. That was my day. I feel fine, but it fucking fucked with me so badly.
You won't tomorrow.
No, it was because I didn't feel well yesterday. I was sick yesterday, and today I feel like euphoric because I don't feel sick anymore. But my God, do I need to not be doing this anymore? I went into this on 2 hours sleep like, this is not going to work out. Yeah, man. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching, everybody. Again, merch.tablestory.tv if you want the additional stuff. We'll be back next week. Tuesdays at 7 UK, which is 2 Eastern, is the live show. We're also going to put this up as a audio-only podcast version, available on all the places you can get podcasts, and it goes up on YouTube at midday Eastern, the day after the show, so Wednesdays. And that's just to future-proof all of the episodes. I won't do this blurb every single week. It's just so that you can, in the future, people will be like, oh, there's got to be other ways I can watch this. And that's how you can do that. Thank you again. We'll see you in the green room shortly or next week for episode 2. Thank you for watching. Bye. Everyone say bye. 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 Let me roll these credits. Please work. Bye.
As long as eyes hard to pass.